Welcome into Newark High School. Joe Geckler, Travis McClelland, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines for Big Z Sports tonight. That is Division 4, Region 15 semifinals between the Indian Valley Braves and the Bishop Ready Silver Knights. Going to be a beautiful night for football, Travis. Cold, beautiful night. No rain. I saw some snow earlier.
I did see
so we went through a hurricane last night. We're going through the Arctic blast today.
We are.
But we're in Ohio, and it's high school football.
Absolutely. And this is what else do you want to ask for in Week 13? We did go through the monsoon. Chris Kale was out there getting wet, and it rained
Better
the whole
him
time.
than us.
We were in the northern end of the state. Today we're closer to about the mid to southern end of the state, and it's snowing. So, but the wind's not picked up, Joe. It's a crisp, cool evening. Not too bad here, and two quality football teams going to run the football, eat each other. Two sledgehammers. I can't wait to kick it off.
We're going to head down to the sidelines for the first time tonight. And we'll head down there all night long because All Night Long is here tonight. This trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer and Shannon Thomas. Man, you got a beautiful night. It's a little chilly, a little cold, but I'm surprised you don't have shorts on, bud.
Yeah, actually I ran into some Indian Valley moms earlier today at a craft show. I went and I had 3 moms tell me, like, hey, you probably need to wear pants tonight. I ran out by the parking lot real quick. 2 people's already asked me where my shorts were tonight, and I'm like, I think I'm going to go ahead and dress a little bit better tonight, but what a beautiful night for football. It is a little brisk. There's a traffic jam out here on 11th Street. People still trying to get into the stadium. The Indian Valley side's starting to fill in pretty good. Bishop Ready over there, they still need to get some fans here, but it's going to be a great night for playoff football.
It is going to be a fun night, a cold night, but hey, you know what? It's November. It's the middle of November, and we're still talking about high school football. Of course, last night, the Garaway Pirates, their season came to an end in a monsoon hurricane weather up in Solon High School. Like Travis said, the other end of the state, or the northern part of the state. But we're here in Division 4 tonight. Other game going on tonight as well, West Holmes, and they're playing. They kick off at 7 against Van Wert. So we'll keep tabs on that game as well. Of course, the winner of tonight's game will play the winner of the Steubenville-Columbus East game, which is being played at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium in New Philadelphia. So we will keep tabs on that game for you as well. But here tonight, we've got the Indian Valley Braves, Division 4, Region 15. The Bishop Ready Silver Knights, again, Division 4, Region 17. The Silver Knights come in at 8-3. They're the 9 seed. They upset St. Clairsville last week. This is somebody told me earlier today, this is kind of like going to be like a throwback game, 1970s football. And I say that with all due respect because both of these teams love to run the football. And the over and under getting out of here tonight is 8:30. So we're going to have a lot of running plays here tonight. Indian Valley loves to run the ball. Bishop Ready runs the ball very well, almost 300 yards a game.
Yeah, you're going to see 2 sledgehammers going at it. There's going to be not a lot of secrets here tonight, Joe. You're going to line them up, and we're going to run it right at you, and whoever's tougher, whoever executes better up front. We say this every game. This game is going to be won in the trenches. They're going to go 5 wide and chuck it all over the yard. They're going to line up in power I, wing T, run the football at each other, pound at each other, slugfest for 4 quarters, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun here tonight. Again, Daniel Adams here tonight for us doing social media. Shannon only has to do one job tonight, and that's talk to us on the radio, and Daniel's going to handle social media. Unless it gets out of hand down there and Daniel can't handle it, Shannon, I'm sure, will step in because, he has the strap and all.
Yeah, he's had the strap for quite a few years there, and he's a valuable member here. And this one is our only second or third game with Shannon this year, and always nice to have him down on the sidelines.
It is for sure. But we're going to take a break, come back, and we're actually going to be joined by Shannon to talk about the Indian Valley Braves as Matt Lancaster declined an interview with Big Z Sports tonight. So we will not have Coach Lancaster on here tonight, but we will have Shannon Thomas to talk about the Indian Valley Braves and what he expects from them tonight in this playoff game. You're listening to Big Z Sports and high school football playoffs right here on Z Country 99.9.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck this fall.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball. we've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Fall is in the air. Winter is coming. Call the propane guys at TMK Valley Propane. We make sure your home is warm and cozy all winter long. Serving your local area, we bring you the best in service. Call today.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Tailgating season is here, so why not do it in style with a new car, truck, or SUV from Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dover. Choose a winning game plan when you bring your trade and ask about great financing options on any car, truck, or SUV on the lot. Joel and the Parkway CDJR team will help you shop and find the best deal for you. No hassle and no stress. Football season is the perfect time for a great deal, so pick a winner at Parkway Dodge Jeep Ram in Dover today. Your way, the right way. Visit ParkwayChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com and drive forward.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
The First National Bank of Denison appreciates the hard work and dedication area athletes exhibit to be the best they can be for their team. We follow that same philosophy with our customers, working hard to build personal relationships and making our services convenient. The First National Bank of Denison's community involvement is important to us, and we love supporting our local schools. The First National Bank of Denison, with offices in Denison, Dover, Jeanette Hutton, South Broadway, and Schunbrunn in New Philadelphia. We have our roots where others have their branches. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Phil with the Ford Parkway Quick Lane Service. When the vehicle that transports your team needs maintenance, you expect it to be done accurately and quickly so you can get back on the road. Don't get sidelined by your vehicle. When it comes to servicing your team's vehicle, let my all-star team at Parkway deliver you the winning combination to keep you on the road and safe for the long haul.
Back to Newark High School. Joe Geckler, Travis McClelland all night long. Shannon Thomas on the sidelines for us here tonight. Mary Alice back in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Studios. And, of course, Lydia Brady here for Claxon Communications. You can visit our live stream on our YouTube channel, WTUZ Big Z Sports. And, of course, follow us on social media tonight on Facebook, WTUZ Big Z Sports, on Twitter, @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram as well. But it's now time to go in the huddle and talk with our Indian Valley insider, Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, you've been around this team all season, and you know a lot of things that's been going on with the program. You know a lot about their offense. They've been decimated with injuries, but you know, how's practice been, and you know, kind of what are you hearing coming into this game here tonight?
Yeah, I talked to a couple of the players this week. I've kind of stayed away from practice. I don't go down there much throughout the season. The players are excited. They said the last 3 weeks of practice has been really great. They're pumped up. You know, a lot of the seniors have, you know, told me that they've been rallying behind Colton and Owen Faulkner doing their quarterback stuff. You know, they got some kids that are banged up pretty good. They got some kids that are out, but they're excited where they're at right now, and they think they're playing good football.
So, Coach, all night long, we talked about Indian Valley running the football, and they run it well, but offensively, they're averaging over 31 points a game. Talk about how dynamic their offense is. Even though they run the ball, they're pumping it over 30 points a game.
Yeah, they've opened it up a little bit towards the second half of the season here, some little short passes, things like that. But when you got Gavin Henry, Grady Kinsey, you got Colton Thomas, couple other players, they found a way to use all their athletes and put points on the board, and that's what you got to do. You can't come out and just be a one-trick pony because you're in the third round of the playoffs. The best of the best now, they catch on to stuff quick, and if you don't change things up, it'll be a long night for you.
Shannon, let's jump to the other side of the football, my favorite side of the football. I've been very impressed with the Braves this year. This will be my third game getting to watch them, but through 2 games, very impressed. On the season, they're only giving up 13.6 points a game. They run to the football well. They tackle well. Talk about that Braves defense.
That Braves defense last week, Travis, you'd have loved to see that game. They were fast. They were hard-hitting. Line last week, Justin Cadgett, Landon Green, and Cale Coachman, they did what they had to do. They took care of the trenches last week. They had Quake Beatty, Remington Myers, and Jackson Bircher, Braden Parsons at the linebacker spots, and they were just coming up last week and popping people. And that's what they're going to have to do tonight. This is a solid run team that they're going against. You're going to have to hit them hard and hit them fast and make them think about coming into that hole again.
Shannon, let's talk a little bit about some of the injuries that have hit the Indian Valley Braves over the last several weeks. Sam Carter's out for the year. Tanya McComb's out for the year. Sam Zerker's been out all season, didn't play a game. They've moved some kids around. Talk to us about the offense for Indian Valley with Colton Thomas at quarterback. How does it change the offense?
It hasn't changed the offense much. They still do the same things. They just don't have Colton at wide receiver. Colton at wide receiver was a big threat for them, and teams had to keep an eye on him. But at times he was only on the field for certain packages, so the coaches didn't have to worry about him. Now he's on the field for every package. They've moved some kids in to come in and play wide receiver. Brogan Bircher's getting a lot more snaps at wide receiver. Cole Stevens. Those guys have all stepped up. And I think they've adjusted well as a team. So they're doing good things right now.
Shannon, if we talked to you early in the season and said these young Braves with what we just talked about moved into Week 13 with a chance to go to the regional finals, I'm sure you would have taken it. But talk about the resilience of these kids, the resilience of the program, and the support of the community down there. Because I look down over the front here, and they're outnumbering Bishop Ready fans like 3-4 to 1.
Yeah, one thing that Braves have always done well with all their sports, whether they're having a good season or a bad season, the community travels well with this team. There's still a lot more will fill in these stands tonight. If you'd have told me back then what this team was going to do this year, I would have been kind of hesitant because I knew what positions they had to fill this year. I knew it would take a lot of work. There's no doubt in my mind they can get there. You just got to get these kids to buy in and believe. Do what you're coached to do, and you'll be successful.
Well, Shannon, thanks for taking a couple minutes to talk to us about the Indian Valley Braves. Have fun down there tonight, and we'll be checking in with you throughout the game.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's Shannon Thomas, the Indian Valley Insider, joining us here in the huddle, brought to you by Stockard Concrete. At about 15 minutes away from kickoff, coming up after this timeout, we're going to be joined in the huddle by Bishop Ready head coach, Dr. Michael Schaefer. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering an experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. Whether your vehicle needs routine maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook or call them at 740-561-4100.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Dr. Nathan Springer is in the business of making smiles, specializing in braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Dr. Springer provides smiles that can be recognized anywhere. Just look at the winning smile on some of the players. Compliments of Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics. Hey, that smile of pride on the face of mom and dad might be from Dr. Springer too. Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, in the business of making smiles, at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia.
Make your dream home a reality with Designer Stone Company in Port Washington. They offer granite and quartz countertops, custom made to fit your home. Explore Designer's showroom to discover the possibilities for your new kitchen or bath. The Designer Stone Company is on Facebook and conveniently located on State Route 36 in Port Washington.
Dino Pergolini & Sons Equipment Incorporated is your one-stop shop for all your equipment needs. Offering the option to buy, rent, sell, or trade equipment is what separates Dino Rents from everyone else. With pickup and delivery or even field service available in their service department, Dino Rents can handle repairs needed for any make or model. Dino Pergolini & Sons Equipment is located just past Midvale Speedway and can be found on Facebook or contacted at 330-364-8055. Also offering a location in Caddis to better serve you.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast, professional service to get you back on the road? This is Garrett Jacobs with AutoWorks Collision Center. We service cars, trucks, SUVs, and even semi-trucks and RVs. Whether you need auto glass replacement, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just a free estimate, AutoWorks has you covered. We even offer alignments for your heavy-duty vehicles like buses, motorhomes, and semis with our state-of-the-art Hunter alignment system. Call 330-878-4223. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Let AutoWorks of Strasburg work for you.
Located in the rolling hills of Holmes County, Keim Home Center is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. And we are now offering appliances. At Keim, you'll find major kitchen and laundry appliance brands such as General Electric, Whirlpool, Speed Queen, and much more. Our sales and service teams can help with product selection, delivery, installation, ongoing maintenance, and repair. Give us a call or stop by today. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to Newark High School. You're listening to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the huddle with Bishop Ready head coach Dr. Michael Schaefer, presented by Stocker Concrete, the concrete material provider you can rely on. Coach, your team upset the number 1 seed St. Clairsville 24-21 last week. After watching film, how do you feel your team performed?
You know, our kids did a good job. We played hard. We played well. St. Clairsville's a really good football team, really well coached. We just hung in there with them, and the ball bounced our way.
Coach, your offense is averaging almost 40 points a game, 230 yards on the ground, just over 100 yards through the air. Talk to us about your offense.
Our offense goes through our offensive line. I'm a big believer in line play, and Danny Bajelic, our offensive line coach, has done a phenomenal job growing that group and improving throughout the course of the season.
Coach, defensively, the Silver Knights are giving up about 16 points a game. You force 34 turnovers, have 39 tackles for loss. Tell us about your defense.
We have some great coaches on defense that have really gotten our kids to buy into what we do and what we believe is playing really sound, aggressive defense and trying to tackle well. Defense is about alignment and assignment and tackling, and that's what we try to do to the best of our ability.
The weather was a lot different earlier this week. How's practice been?
You know, practice is what you make of it. It's either an obligation or an opportunity, and we like to talk about the opportunities that we have with our kids and the opportunity to continue to play and the opportunity to play this great game.
The Indian Valley Braves stand in your way this week. What do you know about them? What do you expect from them?
I know they're a really well-coached football team just from, working against them on film this past week. They fantastic defense, really impressed with their defensive line, linebacker. Their offense is really stout. They run the ball well. The number 7, Thomas, young man who's quarterback, safety, punt return, kick return. He's a fantastic athlete. He seems to be a big catalyst for them, but they're a really good football team. We're going to have to play a really good game to keep it close.
Finally, Coach, what are your 3 keys in knocking off Indian Valley and moving on to the regional championship next week?
Oh, that's a good question. I think we got to play well. You know, at this level, I think everybody's probably pretty good. You got to play well. You got to protect the football. You got to don't beat yourself.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck here tonight.
God bless. Go Knights.
You've been in the huddle with Bishop Ready head coach Dr. Michael Schaefer, presented by Stocker Concrete. Coming up next, starting lineups and kickoff between the Silver Knights and Braves right here on Z Country 99.9.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what your needs, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Pat Ferris of Ferris Chevrolet Buick and Toyota. High school sports bring out the best in our schools and in our communities, and the people at Ferris have always believed in the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks we sell and service every day, like high school sports, we're a great tradition in this area. Ferris, on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
Listening to the best high school football coverage with Big Z Sports and 99.9 WTUZ.
Welcome back to Newark High School. Joe Geckler, Travis McClelland, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines. Of course, Claxon Communications here with us as well. Lydia Brady and her crew giving you the live video stream that you see on our YouTube channel. And, of course, check us out on social media, WTUZ, Big Z Sports on Twitter and on Facebook, WTUZ Big Z Sports on Instagram as well. You can find Big Z Sports on all the social media platforms. Bishop Reedy, they won the toss. They deferred. That means Indian Valley will get the football first. We're going to take a look at the Bishop Reedy Knights, their defense. Travis?
The Reedy Silver Knights defense tonight, Joe, at the left defensive end. He's 6'2", 210-pound senior. He wears 26. It's Jared Cowboy at the right defensive end. Number 82, Colin Dent. He's 6 foot 190 and a senior. The nose tackle tonight, number 54, Giovanni Smith. He's 5'8", 230 and a junior. Going to the linebacking crew, the outside linebacker, number 5, Jordan Mullins. He's 6'1", 190 and a junior. The right outside linebacker, number 88, Jaden McGee. He's a 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. The two middle backers, number 41, Colin Dent. He's 6 foot 190 and a sophomore. And Kaysen Abbott, he's 5'8", 220 and a sophomore, and he wears 15. Tonight, the free safety, number 33, Preston Tyree. He's 5'11", 160 and a sophomore. The strong safety tonight, number 29, J.D. Katena. He's a 5'11", 155 junior. The corners tonight for the Reedy Silver Knights, number 8, Luke Whitmer. He's a 5'9", 140-pound sophomore. And number 6, Braylon Cornwell, 5'8", 155 and a senior.
You know, we were calling him Bishop Ready in the beginning. I always thought it was Bishop Reedy, but I went with what everybody else thought it was Ready. I was corrected via text message. I will not say who texted me, but thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate you.
The Reedy Silver Knights.
The Reedy
we're ready
Silver
now.
Knights. So we are ready. The Bishop Reedy
We are
Silver
ready
Knights.
for Reedy.
Now we're going to take a look at the Indian Valley Braves. Their starting lineup on offense. At left tackle, number 52, Cale Coachman, 5'9", 180 and a senior. At left guard, number 64, Hayden Wrench, 6'4", 240 and a junior. At center, number 60, Braden Parsons, 6'2", 185 and a senior. At right guard, number 62, Easton Cook, he's 6'1", 200 and a senior. Gio Lopez wears number 78. He's at right tackle, 5'9", 275 and a senior. Quarterback tonight, number 7, Colton Thomas, 6 foot 170 and a junior. At running back, number 22, Grady Kenzie, 5'9", 165 and a freshman. And Jackson Bircher, he wears number 18, 6 foot 190 and a sophomore. Receivers tonight, number 27, Gavin Henry, 5'10", 180 and a senior. And at the other wide receiver, number 25, Eric Golder, He is 5'8", 140, and a sophomore. Some other guys you'll see on offense tonight for the Indian Valley Braves. Number 10, Cole Stephen. He is a wide receiver. And number 34, Brogan Bircher at receiver as well. You may see Owen Fockler, the quarterback. He wears number 4 when they move Colton around a little bit, put him at wide receiver. We'll see some other guys there on offense or at quarterback for the Indian Valley Braves. Now we're going to take a look at the Indian Valley Braves defense, and Shannon has that, or Travis has that.
Starting tonight on the Braves defense, at left defensive end, number 50, Landon Green. He's a 5'9", 205 junior. At the right defense end tonight, number 54, Justin Kagan. He's 5'8", 160, and a junior. At the nose tackle tonight, number 52, Cale Coachman. He's 5'9", 180, and a senior. The linebacking core tonight for the Braves, number 32, Remy Myers. He's a 6', 185 senior. The other outside linebacker, number 10, Cole Stephen. He's 5'9", 145, and a junior. The number 60, Braden Parsons, a part of the linebacking crew. He's 6'2", 185, and a senior. The middle backers tonight, number 24, Quake Beatty. He's 5'8", 150, and a junior. And number 18, Jackson Bircher. He's 6', 190, and a sophomore. The DBs tonight, number 34, Brogan Bircher. He's a 5'10", 175, and he's a senior. Number 27, Gavin Henry. He's 5'10", 180, a senior. And, of course, the free safety. He wears 7. Colton Thomas, 6', 170, and a junior.
We'll take a look at the Bishop Reedy offense now at left tackle. Number 53, Tyler Mix, 6'5", 325, and a junior. Number 56, Chance Akers at left guard, 6', 255, and a senior. At center, Logan Dimmel, number 77, 5'10", 250, and a senior. At right guard, number 64, Aiden Montgomery, 6', 230, and a senior. And at right tackle, number 74, Jude Kusin. He is 6'2", 285, and a junior. At quarterback, number 12, Caleb Schaefer, 6'6", 205, and a senior, wears number 12. At running back, number 2, Brian Fitzsimmons, 5'10", 185, and a senior. And number 1, Kentrell Reinhardt, 6'1", 190, and a sophomore. Wide receiver, number 11, Dalton Miller. He's 6', 170, and a junior. Number 16, Caden Schaefer, 6'3", 175, and a sophomore. So those are your starting lineups for the Indian Valley Braves on offense and defense, and the Bishop Reedy Silver Knights for offense and defense as well. The Indian Valley Braves come in tonight as the home team. They're the higher seed. The number 9 seed, Bishop Reedy Silver Knights. They're in all white uniforms, silver helmets, and their numbers are silver, outlined in black, so they're about impossible to see. So we'll do our best with the numbers for Bishop Reedy.
I got the binoculars out, Joe.
Thank you, and we got the monitor hooked up thanks to Claxon Communications. The Indian Valley Braves, they're in all navy blue uniforms, white numerals, imagine that, trimmed in red with a white and red stripe down the leg, white and red stripes on the sleeve, their blue helmet with the arrow on the side for the Braves. So there you go. The Indian Valley Braves are going to go left to right on your radio dial. The Bishop Reedy Silver Knights going right to left. Again, the Braves will have the ball first as Bishop Reedy won the toss, elected to defer. And so the Braves will get the ball first, and Bishop Reedy will have the ball to start the second half. We're going to head down to the sidelines now and welcome in Shannon Thomas again. This trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. Shannon, we're about ready for kickoff, and how's the atmosphere down there with the Braves?
Yeah, the Braves are all excited. The defensive guys were down here getting pumped up, jumping around, but they're going to have to wait a little bit because the Braves get the ball, I think, for the first time this year to start the game.
Wow.
So we got Grady Kenzie, or is it, no, that's Gavin Henry and Colton Thomas back deep to return the opening kickoff from the kicker for Bishop Reedy, which is Drew Craddock. He wears number 3. He's 5'9", 180, and a junior. So Craddock going to kick the ball off for Reedy. Again, back to Colton Thomas and Gavin Henry. Their feet are planted on about the 4-yard line. 12 minutes on the clock, Division 4. Regional semifinals in Region 15 is underway. This Adams board kickoff is going to be fielded by an up man about the 15-yard line. He's up here to the 20, here to the near side, lowers his shoulder, and breaks out of a tackle to about the 26-yard line, and that's where the Braves will take over and start their first drive of the game. It looks like it was number 18,
Jackson Bircher.
Jackson Bircher with the return for the Braves. They tried to keep the return out of the speedy guys in the back.
Yeah, a little pooch kick there to Bircher, the up back, but all in all, great field position for the Braves. They're right about the 38-yard line or 28-yard line, so they're in good position.
Braves come out, shotgun formation, 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Now Gavin Henry goes in motion across to the far side. Kinsey in the backfield with Colton Thomas. Bad snap. Colton does a nice job of getting the ball. Makes one guy miss, sidesteps another. Gets out to about the 30-yard line, maybe the 31-yard line. And that's going to be a pickup of about 3 or 4 to bring up second down.
Yeah, that snap was a little wide left there, Joe, but Colton Thomas did a great job of feeling it. Unfortunately, threw off the timing of the play. He got what he could, but a nice pickup there really on first down. Got about 3.
11:30 to go here, first quarter. No score between Indian Valley and Bishop Ready. Colton Thomas at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers. Nope, I take that back. It's going to be a little wildcat action. Now is Gavin Henry at quarterback. Colton split out here as wide receiver. It's going to be a run by Gavin Henry right up the middle and gets submarined all the way down close or up close to the 35-yard line. And that's going to bring up third down for the Indian Valley Braves.
2 plays, 2 different looks, Joe. Same result. Running the football, picking up yardage, staying ahead of the chains, and that's what Indian Valley does best. Gives them a chance at 3rd and short here.
Third down at about 3 from the almost the 35. The nose of the football sitting on the 35-yard line. Colton Thomas back at quarterback. Have a receiver goes to the far side. That's Eric Golder, and a receiver here on the near side, which is Gavin Henry. Grady Kinsey in the backfield. They turn, they fake. Colton throws it out here, in and out of the hands of Gavin Henry, and that's going to drop innocently to the turf here at Newark High School to bring up 4th down and punt for the Indian Valley Braves.
Yeah, that was there for the Braves. A little stop route there, and Henry unfortunately couldn't pull it in, and it falls to the turf incomplete. They're going to punt it away to the Reedy Knights here.
Looks like number 11, Dalton Miller, back to return this punt for Bishop Reedy. Colton Thomas, the punter for the Braves. The snap is back. Low line drive, end over and kick, bounces at about the 40-yard line, takes a Indian Valley roll all the way down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line, and that's where Bishop Reedy will have the ball 1st and 10 for their first possession of the game.
Yeah, the Braves there come out, maybe a little nerves, maybe a little something there. Joe couldn't quite capitalize on the good field position and move the football. They're going to put it down, rely on their defense. It's been a stingy defense this year, Joe. Only giving up just over 13 points a game.
One thing I've noticed about Bishop Reedy, Travis, they're pretty big up front, man. 325, 255, 250, 230, 285. That's a Division 4. That's almost a Division 3, Division 2 offensive line.
Yeah, they're big up front. They've got some hardies. You look at the power package there, and they're big boys.
3 receivers in a stack over on the far side. That's going to be offsides on the defense. Jumped into the neutral zone for Indian Valley. But they came out in a different formation. A stacked, what do you call that, stacked trips?
Yeah. What you're doing is trying to get a free release over there. And if you're all up on the line of scrimmage, they can't jam you. It's hard to jam you, so you get a free release. They're going to change formations here. But look at their offensive line splits, Joe. They're almost foot to foot in a gold line rocket type formation.
So a shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to hand the ball off to Kentrell Reinhardt. He gets up back to the line of scrimmage and maybe picks up 1 yard to bring up 2nd down and about 4.
Yeah, we're going to be 2nd and 4 here with that penalty. Kind of put Indian Valley behind the sticks here. Great stop, only giving up a yard. And need get that penetration. What's going to happen? Slants and stuff are difficult when they're foot to foot, Joe.
A little sugar huddle here by the Bishop Reedy Knights, Silver Knights. Silver's in their name and definitely on their uniform.
Yes, sir.
2 receivers, 1 on each side of the field. We have a shotgun formation. Actually, kind of a pistol formation. It's going to be a handoff off the left side of that offensive line to Brian Fitzsimmons. Picks up maybe 3 yards. Going to be 3rd and short.
Yeah, going to be 3rd and about 1 yard here, Joe. They went ISO there over left guard. And the defense for the Braves were up to the task there. Got to get a stop here.
So bring up 3rd down and 1 now for Bishop Reedy. Shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield on each side of the quarterback, Schaefer. Receiver on each side of the field. Schaefer looks over to the sideline, now points to the Indian Valley defense. Squats down, calls out the cadence, hands off to Reinhardt. He does not get back to the line of scrimmage unless they give him. He fell forward, and they are going to say it's a First Federal Community Bank 1st down. I thought he got dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he got hit behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like he rode the wave of players to cross the football, and maybe a little generous spot there. That's the wide left foot spot, Joe.
That's not even close to where I thought he went down. But, hey, they're down there. We're up
That's
here.
right.
So it's 1st down and 10 now from the 36-yard line for Bishop Brady. 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun formation with Fitzsimmons in the backfield. Now Reinhardt goes in motion.
Ooh, false start.
And we're going to have a false start on the Silver Knights. Going to back them up 5 yards.
The call was on 2, Joe. The right guard went on the 1, and false start for the Reedy Knights. They're going to back them up 5.
The right guard was on number 64, Aiden Montgomery. Jumped a little early, got a little antsy. So it's going to bring up still first down. Going to back them up 5 yards, though. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now for the Silver Knights. No score. 8:51 to go here in the first quarter. Joe Geckler, Travis McClelland, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines here for Big Z Sports. Big thanks to our sponsors tonight, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Altman Hospital, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and TMK Valley Propane. For our streaming sponsor. Shotgun formation, or actually a pistol formation. Turn and hand off to number 2, Fitzsimmons. He's out to the far side, lowers his shoulder, and finally gets shoved out of bounds close to the 45-yard line. And that's going to be very close to a first down. We'll see where the spot is. But nice run as they stretch it out to that far sideline.
Yeah, Brogan Bircher, 34 on the tackle there for the Braves. That was meant to go off tackle in the 6-hole, Joe, and he bounced it outside, got the corner, and picked up good yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd down and about 3.
So 2nd down, they say he stepped out at about the 43-yard line. So they're going to be 3 yards short, 2nd down and 3. 8:29 to go here, first quarter. 2 receivers on the far side, shotgun formation. They turn and hand again. That's going to be number 2, Brian Fitzsimmons, and he is going to be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Led in there by a couple of Indian Valley Braves. Landon Green led the way for Indian Valley.
Yeah, Landon Green was the first one there. The left defensive end worked inside, made the hit, and helped get finished off. It's going to be 3rd and short now. Big stop here for the Braves if they can get it.
3rd and about 2 for the Silver Knights. 8:02 to go here, first quarter, no score. Division 4, Region 15 semifinals from Newark High School. Pistol formation, 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback. Turns, going to toss it here to the near side. And man, did he get back? No, he is going to be short of the line to gain for the first down. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Reedy Knights. And nice job by the Indian Valley defense to get to that edge on that toss.
This is one of those things, Joe. Remy Myers, 32, did not get credit for that tackle, but he did make the play, Joe. He got upfield, contained the football, made the running back cut back inside. His buddies came to help, rally football tackling, and they get the stop on 4th down.
Looks like Drew Craddock is back to kick this ball away. And, of course, is that Colton Thomas back to return it? Looks like it is number 7 back to return the punt for the Indian Valley Braves. So 4th down and 3. They're going to punt the football. Snap is back. Left-footed kick, high spiraling kick, going to be fielded at about the 20. Takes up to the 25. Comes here to the 30, and he gets shoved out of bounds and shoved backwards. Is Colton Thomas,
flag.
and a flag comes in from the field judge.
That's usually going to be a face mask,
I was going
Joe.
to say, I bet that is a face mask. They went up towards the head on the tackle, and I think they're going to get him.
Block in the back.
They're calling a block in the back over there. Oh, wow. Okay.
That was thrown from a long way away.
And there was an official right here on the sideline that didn't see it. Head down to Shannon Thomas real quick on the sidelines. And Shannon, tough break there for the Braves on that return.
Yeah, right now both teams, the penalties have really gotten both teams. With Indian Valley had that false start, and then Bishop Reedy had a false start. Now this, you can't keep playing behind the sticks on this. So the Braves got to make some big adjustments because they're stuck deep in territory.
Yeah, they're deep in their own territory now, inside their own 20-yard line at the 18-yard line, where the Braves will have it 1st and 10 with 6:58 to go. First quarter, no score. Shotgun formation. Grady Kinsey in the backfield to the right or to the left of Colton Thomas. Going to turn and hand off to Kinsey. Comes off off tackle and gets up to about the 19, maybe the 20-yard line for a pickup of about 1, maybe 2 yards.
The Braves pulled the backside guard there, Joe, trying to get a little counter action, a little trap, and get it up there with Kinsey. Just no room to move. Picks up maybe a half a yard.
So we're going to bring up 2nd down and about 9 as they're calling it on the scoreboard here. 6:34 to go in the first quarter. Shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield, each side of Colton Thomas, receiver on each side. They're going to hand off the ball to Gavin Henry. Cuts outside to the 30, lowers his shoulder to 35 to the 40. He's at midfield. It's a foot race to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Gavin Henry from 81 yards out. He takes it to the house and gives the Indian Valley Braves a 6-0 lead. Gavin Henry from 81 yards.
Great play there by the Braves, Joe. Yes, the offensive line won it, but that was a nice cut there by Henry. He was bouncing it outside. He put his foot in the ground, cut back inside the linebacker. He had a foot race with the free safety, Joe, and he was pulling away.
He was pulling away. He pulled away from that free safety. Safety came up to try to get him, and he just ran away from him. Great job by Gavin Henry. We do have an injured Silver Knight way back at the 35-yard line of Indian Valley being checked on by the training staff and the head coach, Dr. Michael Schaefer, out there checking on his player. So we're going to take a quick break, come back, and while they attend to the injured player. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season.
The certified public accountants at Morton Edenthal Incorporated believe in the value of relationships. Morton Edenthal has been in business for over 40 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Morton Edenthal can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the new Morton Edenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Thoughts to that young man. Hopefully things are okay with him. But Daniel Miller on for the extra point now. The snap. Gets through the holder's hands. And they're just going to fall on it back close to the 22-yard line. So the extra point no good for the Indian Valley Braves. And the score remains 6-0 after an 81-yard touchdown run by Gavin Henry.
Yeah, Gavin Henry sparked the offense there with a beautiful cut. Got inside, outraced the defense. Unfortunately for the Braves, the bad snap there. They didn't get the extra point. And in tight games, that'll hurt you. Hopefully they can come back from that. And, like you said, to see that senior Cornwell off the field, you hate to see any type of injuries. Hope he's okay and can come back.
In the other Division 4 Region 15 semifinal, the Steubenville Big Red leads 6-0. They failed on a 2-point conversion over Columbus East. The winner of this game plays the winner of that game. Here we're at 6-0 as well with 6:14 to go here in the first quarter. Big score, nice run by Gavin Henry. We talked about it before break there. He just pulled away from that safety.
Yeah, he showed the speed. He dropped her in another gear and outraced him to the end zone there. And it started at the offensive line making the hole. Gavin kept his head up, made a great cut, and outraced the defensive backfield for 6.
3 returners back deep. Never seen this before. 3 returners back deep on the return for the Silver Knights. Daniel Miller, the Adams board kickoff is going to be high end over and kick. Going to bounce.
Well, that's a live ball.
That's a live ball. The Indian Valley Braves are going to have it at about the 24-yard line. Guess who? Colton Thomas recovers the fumble.
The Swiss Army knife, Joe. He does it all. He's quarterback, punter, wide receiver, running back. He also covers kicks. And that short pooch kick there, Joe, that's a long way for him to run. The ball's oblong, spinning. You try to catch it on the fly. You got to be sure-handed. Brady wasn't there, and the Braves are back in business.
So the Indian Valley Braves catch a break on the ensuing kickoff after the touchdown run by Gavin Henry. Now they come back out with Colton Thomas. That's Owen Fockler at quarterback, now under center. Colton Thomas at tailback. Brogan Bircher now goes in motion to the far side. Takes a snap. They turn and hand off to number 22, Grady Kinsey. He cuts back to the 5, and he gets dropped right there. But it's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Indian Valley Braves inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone.
Yeah, nice play design there by the Braves. They went to the fullback, Kinsey there. He hit the quick hitter over left guard, broke it outside. Colton Thomas was the wide receiver on the left side. He took some extra attention. Nice fake by Gavin Henry there, and they ran the football well there, did the freshman.
Going to come out now in a I formation. Owen Fockler still at quarterback. First and goal at the 5. They pitch it out here to the near side. At the 5, cuts to the end zone. Touchdown, Indian Valley. Gavin Henry with his second touchdown of the night from 5 yards out. The Indian Valley Braves take advantage of the muffed kickoff and score quick.
Yeah, the Braves put 2 quick ones on the board here early, and in running football, you take the lead early, and you're ahead of the game, Joe. They got 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns. The Braves offense rolling early.
12-0 Indian Valley with 5:36 to go here in the first quarter. Daniel Miller on for the extra point. The last extra point went through the holder's hands. Snap is down, hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. And now 13-0 Indian Valley leads Bishop Brady with 5:36 to go here in the first quarter. Take a break, come back. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Fall brings cool evenings, football games, and weekend camping. Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District has the perfect way to recharge after a long week at work. A place to sit around a campfire making s'mores and relax as you watch the snapping and flickering flames dancing under the moonlight. Choose a campsite at Atwood or Tappan Lake Park for your fall weekend getaways. Camping is the perfect way to spend an evening under the stars with family and friends. Reserve your campsite now at mwcd.org.
Now back to the field with Joe Geckler and Travis McClelland.
5:36 to go here, first quarter. Indian Valley leads 13-0 over Bishop Brady. 2 Gavin Henry touchdown runs from the senior tailback. High end over end kickoff, going to be fielded this time at about the 9-yard line. They're up here to the 20. Cuts to the far sideline, to the 25, to the 30. He gets tripped up as he gets past the 30-yard line to about the 35-yard line. We'll see where they spot him down, but that's where Bishop Brady will have it, 1st and 10, trailing 13-0.
Yeah, they're going to spot him right about the 33, Joe, and Bishop Ready, they're down 2 scores. They're going to do what they do. They run the football for 300 yards a game. I don't expect them to come out and spread it out and throw it around. They're going to run it right back. This Braves defense is rested. They should be ready to go.
Their quarterback, Caleb Schaefer, has passed for over 1,000 yards this year, so he can spin it a little bit, but they do predominantly run the football. They're going to hand it off right there through the heart of the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be number 2, Brian Fitzsimmons on the carry. Picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, a little ISO over left guard there. Number 60, Braden Parsons on the stop for the Braves. The fullback leads right behind the guard. Tailback follows them. They're going to ISO those linebackers and try to power the football.
Caleb Schaefer, a nice-sized kid for a quarterback, 6'6", 205.
Yeah, big one. He's a big one.
Anybody would want a kid that big that can sling it. Nice-sized quarterback. Shotgun formation. They're going to hand this time to Reinhardt off the right side. He gets out past the 40 to about the 43-yard line. They're going to say he went down at the 41. Dove forward, but his knee touched at the 41, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2.
Yeah, 3rd down and 2, and, Bishop, just seeing them this early in the game, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, so 3-4 yards, and they're happy, Joe, to run the football.
Jim Tressel and Woody Hayes would be proud.
That's correct.
3 receivers here on the near side. Pistol formation this time for Bishop Brady. Hard count. Almost had the defensive lineman, number 54, jump off sides, but he was able to contain himself. The snap, going to and fired here to the screen. Almost picked off. Nice catch by the receiver. That was number 16, Caden Schaefer. And, man, that ball was almost picked off just over the outstretched hands of number 32, Remy Myers. And he catches that. That was a pick six.
He saw 6 points coming there, Joe. He saw that on film. He jumped around. He did everything but catch it. He maybe jumped a little too soon. And unfortunately for the Braves, fortunately for the Knights, it's going to be a 1rst down.
Did you see the quarterback? He took the snap and just stood there.
Yeah.
It didn't move, and then all of a sudden turned and threw it. And I'm going, wow, I've never seen. That's almost like a Statue of Liberty where they turn their back. But they're going to turn and hand the football off. That's going to be looks like number 2, Brian Fitzsimmons on the carry out past the 50 and down to about the 48-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down for the Reedy Knights.
Yeah, back to running ISO there, Joe, left guard, and they're going to pound the football. After, if I'm Coach Dr. Schaefer there, after seeing that throw, I'm going to probably run a little bit. We figure over 1,000 yards, kid can spin it a little bit, and, they're impressive here offensively, running it for what they do.
So, Twins receivers to the far side, a shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to fake it. Schaefer rolls out, going to wobble it out there, throw it out there to his receiver. Looks like number 2, Brian Fitzsimmons, and he catches it and gets knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down now. And about, 3rd down and about 3 For the listeners at home, you've talked about ISO all season, even tonight a few times.
Sure.
Explain what ISO is.
So ISO is what they're trying to do is ISO the linebacker. So the fullback leads up onto the linebacker, the guard gaps, fullback leads up, tailback follows him through the B gap.
Schaefer's going to throw it. He finds his receiver out past the 35. They're going to say it's incomplete. The side judge on the far side says incomplete. The other one was walking up to spot the football. But, of course, the side judge on the far sideline where the ball was thrown said no, incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Yeah, a little RPO there, Joe. He stuck it in the belly of the fullback, saw the slant, saw him get leverage on the corner, pulls it out, fires the slant. Unfortunately, falls to the turf. It's going to be 4th down and short, and it looks like they're going to play field position and punt it.
4th down and 3. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Indian Valley leads 13-0 over Bishop Reedy. Colton Thomas back deep to return this punt. His feet are planted on his own 10-yard line. Craddock back to punt the football away. The left-footed punter. Going to be a high spiraling punt, but there is a flag down or a timeout. Let's see. I thought I saw a flag, maybe just a
They
timeout.
blew a whistle. Oh.
That's a dead ball. Delay a game on Bishop Reedy. Going to back him up 5 yards.
I couldn't see the back judge throw the flag from where I'm at, Joe. I can't see down that portion there, but when the back judge throws it before the play, you know it's going to be 5 yards back.
So 4th down and 8 now for Bishop Reedy. Again, Colton Thomas still back deep, now on his 15-yard line instead of his 10. Craddock back to punt the football away. A low snap this time, does a nice job, gets it off. Nice spiraling punt, going to bounce at about the 20-yard line and take a roll for Bishop Reedy down close to the 5, inside the 5-yard line to about the 4-yard line, and that's where Indian Valley will take over. 1st and 10, leading 13-0. Head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. This trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. Shannon, the defense bowed their back right there, gave up a couple of first downs, but then forced a punt.
Yeah, one thing this Indian Valley team has been good at for the 7 years I've been covering them is stopping the run. If you're going to try to run the ball against them all night long, you better try some misdirection stuff. You better get them off their marks because they are very good at stopping the run.
Talk about that long run real quick by Gavin Henry on the last drive. Nice 81-yard run. Ran away from the safety.
Yeah, he did a nice job, broke a couple tackles and ran somebody over and then used the speed.
So it looks like Faulkner back under center. The handoff to the up man. Looks like Kinsey out to the 10-yard line to maybe the 12-yard line. And that's going to bring up 2nd down now for the Indian Valley Braves. Nice run by the freshman.
Yeah, a little fullback dive there right behind right guard. He gets it short there. Real quick snap. Opens up. Hands him the football. He's to the linebacker level. Before you know it, Joe, he's pretty quick.
Colton Thomas checks back in at quarterback. They have it 2nd down and 3. That was a pickup of 7, a shotgun formation. Twins receivers here on the near side. 2 backs in the backfield with Colton Thomas at quarterback. Looks around, takes a snap. Going to be a quarterback run right up the middle. He's at the 15, sides up the defender, comes here to the near side.
He's still
drags the tacklers all the way out to the 30, almost to the 35-yard line. Hard weight room run by the junior quarterback, Colton Thomas.
Joe, I think I will give out only my 4th weight room run of the year so far. I've been stingy, but Colton Thomas did it all there, made a nice cut, broke some tackles, drove those legs. You can tell he's been squatting in the weight room, Joe. Picks up big yards from the quarterback.
Good run and a First Federal Community Bank first down by Colton Thomas in the Indian Valley Braves. Now Owen Faulkner back in there at quarterback, under center. I formation, 2 receivers, 1 on the end of the offensive line and 1 split here to the near side. Handoff right up the gut. And that's going to be 22, Grady Kinsey, all the way out to the 40-yard line. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 5.
Yeah, they went to the fullback there again, Joe. This time he bounced it a hole wider to the C-gap or the 6-hole, right off right tackle there, and picks up good yards. He got about 4 to 5 there on 1st down. Indian Valley offense chewing up the yards, Joe.
Guys, to tell you what kind of competitor Colton is, as he come off to the sideline, he was mad that he didn't break any more tackles.
He gets that Thomas mentality going. He wants to be in there breaking tackles. So he's back in there now at quarterback. Turns. He's going to run. Nope. Going to take off running to the 40. Fake the throw. Takes a big hit out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Colton Thomas wanted to throw that football, but didn't have anybody open. Decided to run it. And number 41, Conlon Dent on the stop for the Silver Knights.
Yeah, Thomas looked like he was going to throw it there for a minute. Didn't see anybody open. Tucked it and got what he could get there. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Braves.
3rd down and 3 with just under 30 seconds to go. 3 receivers on the far side. Colton Thomas in the shotgun with Grady Kinsey in behind him. Maybe a pistol formation. Looks like the defender jumped, but they did not call it. The hand is to Kinsey. Comes here to the near side, makes one guy miss, and they're going to call a holding penalty as Grady Kinsey gets all the way down inside Bishop Reedy territory, but 2 flags come flying in right about where Grady Kinsey made his cut around the offensive line, and that's going to be a hold against the Braves.
Yeah, the guard there hooked him, Joe. Hooked him, and it looked like maybe he was going to go inside, bounce it outside, and hooked him. They're going back up 10 from the spot.
Tough break for the Indian Valley Braves there as Grady Kinsey broke one into the Reedy territory down inside the 40-yard line, but that's going to go back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So 9 seconds to go here, first quarter. Indian Valley leads 13-0 over Bishop Reedy, Division 4, Region 15 semifinals. Number 4 seed, Indian Valley against the number 9 seed, Bishop Reedy Silver Knights. Shotgun formation. Remy Myers now goes into the backfield. 2 receivers on the far side. Colton Thomas going to take it. Going to throw back here to Myers on a screen to the 30. And he gets dropped at about the 32-yard line. And that's going to do it for the first quarter here at Newark High School between the Indian Valley Braves and Bishop Reedy Silver Knights. 13-0 back with the second quarter after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Drive forward.
Welcome back to Newark High School. Start of the third quarter, Indian Valley leads 13-0. They're going to punt the football away. Colton Thomas going to be high end over end, spiraling punt. Going to take a bounce at about the 30. Fielded by their returner all the way up here to the 40. Spins out of a tackle and takes a shot and slammed to the turf at about the 38-yard line. So that's where Bishop Reedy will take over in their own territory. 1st and 10, trailing 13-0.
Easton Cook, Grady Kinsey there on the stop for the Braves, and they greeted him quite rudely there. A big shot.
So first down again for Bishop Reedy. Down to the sidelines real quick with Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, they had a nice thing going there on that last drive, but that penalty, like you mentioned earlier, kind of snake bit him.
Yeah, when you're playing good teams like this in the playoffs, you can't allow your penalties to kill your drives, and that was a big drive killer right there. Defense has got to step up.
Shotgun, 2 receivers, handoff right up the middle. Couple defenders couple defenders being drugged all the way past the 40 up to about the 41-yard line. That was number 2, Brian Fitzsimmons, and Landon Green led the charge for the defense.
Yeah, Landon Green come from his defensive end, Joe, and grabbed Dom, and before he could pick up about 3.
11:21 to go here in the first half. Indian Valley leads 13-0 over Bishop Reedy. 2 receivers come split here to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield, which is Reinhardt and Fitzsimmons on each side of the quarterback, Schaefer. They're going to give the handoff up the middle again, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and medium, maybe about 5 for Reedy. Looks like Fitzsimmons was the ball carrier there. Braden Parsons on the stop for the Braves.
Yeah, Braden Parsons come over from his outside linebacker spot, Joe, to make the stick. It's going to be 3rd down and medium here. Big possession here. Big play. Money down, as they call it.
3rd down and 5 from their own 43-yard line. 10:35 to go here. First half. Indian Valley leads 13-0. 2 receivers on the far side. Shotgun formation. take it. He rolls out, does Schaefer to the far side. Looks, now fires to the sideline, and it's going to be incomplete and almost intercepted by the defender for Indian Valley as he tipped it up. And that was going to be number 30, or is that 44?
34,
34, Brogan Bircher on the coverage for Indian Valley. That's going to bring up 4th down and 5 for Reedy.
Yeah, Schaefer threw the jump ball there, and Bircher was up to the task. Almost picked it off there. It's going to be 4th and short again.
4th down and 5 now for Reedy. They're going to punt the football away. Colton Thomas back deep to return the kick from the Silver Knights. The Braves lead 13-0, 10:21 to go here in the first half. The snap is back. It's going to be a high, wobbly punt. Going to be fielded at about the 28-yard line, and that's where the Braves will take over. 1st and 10, leading 13-0.
Yeah, the Braves right now have plenty of time, Joe, to move the football with 10-14 to go with the lead. They can do exactly what they want to do. The full bag of tricks is there. They're having a great job up front running the football. You got Gavin Henry and Colton Thomas. And the freshman there, Grady Kinsey, running the football real well right now for the Braves.
Coming up here in about 10 minutes of game time, we'll have our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. We'll talk about what's going on in the area with other games of interest here for Big Z Sports. I formation, 2 receivers here. Fockler at quarterback. They turn and hand to Gavin Henry. Spins out of a tackle and then it ggets drilled right about the 30-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 1, maybe 2 yards for Gavin Henry.
Yeah, they pulled the right tackle there, and Coachman tries the trap, and Henry lead up in there. Couldn't get much yards, not much room there to run. Hard-nosed football, gets the ball just past the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 8 at the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line for Indian Valley. They're going right to left on your radio. You come out with Colton Thomas at quarterback. 2 receivers on the far side in the shotgun. Back to the each side. They're going to hand it to Grady. Nope, they're going to keep it. Does Colton Thomas. And he gets out past the 35-yard line to maybe the 36 to see where the spot will be. They're going to say it's going to be the 35-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down now for Indian Valley.
Yeah, a little option look there out of Thomas and Henry. And Thomas elected to keep it there, put his foot in the ground, get what he could right off right tackle there.
Coming up on 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Indian Valley 13, Bishop Reedy nothing. Receiver split to the far side is Gavin Henry. Receiver split here on the near side. Now Henry goes in motion, high snap. They're going to fake it. Now Colton Thomas keeps it, comes here to the near side. Lowers his shoulder, gets all the way up to about the 40-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. Nice run by Colton Thomas.
Yeah, Colton did a great job of finding the seam out the 7-hole, Joe, right off the left tackle's block there on the edge. He found the seam, put his foot in the ground, got upfield, picked up the first down. He has a nose for that first down, Joe.
So 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line, under 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half. I formation. Fockler at quarterback, the handoff to Grady Kinsey. He's off the right side, lowers his shoulder, keeps running into Brady territory, all the way down to the 47-yard line. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down.
Yeah, strong run by the freshman there. He hits that hole quick, Joe. He's on the linebacking before they can even scrape across from the backside, and then use the power to get a couple extra yards.
Score update from the West Holmes game here tonight. Van Wert up 21-0 in the second quarter over Zach Gardner's Knights. Got some work to do to get back in that one. 21-0 Van Wert leading West Holmes. Here we have 13-0 Indian Valley over Bishop Reedy. Fockler at quarterback. Turns and rolls here to the near side looking. Finds his receiver. Oh, just out of the reach of Brogan Bircher. Nice play call, but just out of the reach of number 34, Brogan Bircher.
Yeah, Owen Fockler, the sophomore, pulls it out, comes here to the left side. And remember, when you're a right-handed quarterback rolling left, you got to square your shoulders, the line of scrimmage, deliver the football there, and it just went wide of the receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10.
7:39 to go here in the first half. 13-0 Indian Valley leads Bishop Reedy. They have it 2nd and 10 at the Reedy 47-yard line. 2 receivers on the far side. Shotgun formation. Colton Thomas hands it off to Gavin Henry, getting strung out to the far side. Gavin tries to make something happen, cuts back here to the near side, and he is going to be dropped back in his own territory. Going to be a big loss on the play for the Indian Valley Braves, all the way back to their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, Reedy there strung it out to the sideline. Nowhere to go for Gavin Henry. He kept bouncing it wide, trying to find a hole. Nothing there, and takes the big loss, about 5-yard loss.
Going to be third down at about 15 for Indian Valley. Eric Golder checks in. Brogan Burchard checks in. Colton Thomas still at quarterback. Obviously passing down here, I would think.
Yeah, you look for screen, look for draw, maybe something down the field.
Golder comes split here to the near side with Brogan Burchard. Gavin Henry goes to the far side.
Press quarters out of the Reedy Knights.
Going to turn and counter action with Gavin Henry up the middle and takes a big hit at the 45-yard line of Reedy. And that's where he's going to be dropped. They're saying down at the 44-yard line. Going to bring up fourth down now and about 7 or so. That's probably going to be punting situation.
Yeah, looked like a double handoff counter there, Joe, over the 7-hole. And you got a decision to make. Are you going to stay on the field and go for it, or are you going to punt it away?
Owen Fockler in at quarterback. Looks like they're going to stay and go for it as Colton Thomas, their punter, on the sidelines right behind head coach Matt Lancaster. Quick sugar huddle, 2 receivers on the far side. I formation. Probably trying to get him to jump offside. That nose guard looks like he's offsides already. And they're just hard count. Fockler looking, and it looks like they're going to call a timeout. Coach Lancaster standing right next to that official, and that's what he does. He calls a timeout. We'll take it with him, a Kaufman Realty timeout. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
How does a new career in an extremely high-demand field sound to you? Well, the former Crane Carrier Company in New Philadelphia is now Battle Motors. Battle Motors is expanding rapidly for their all-new heavy-duty electric truck production. Battle Motors has immediate openings for assemblers, electrical technicians, painters, blasters, as well as numerous engineering and design positions. If you're interested in a great career opportunity, apply online at battlemotors.com/careers.
Welcome back to Newark High School. Joe Geckler, Travis McClelland, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines for Big Z Sports. Just under 6 minutes to go. 4th and 7 for Indian Valley. They took a timeout. Now it looks like they rethought it, and they're going to punt the football away. Real quick scoreboard update. Commercial Savings Bank scoreboard. Indian Valley up here 13-0. Steubenville leads Columbus East 6-0. West Holmes trails Van Wert 21-0. Glenville up on Elyria Catholic 12-0. Colton Thomas, nice punt, gonna be close to being down. Oh, he could not get to it. Could the Indian Valley defender almost had it down inside the 5-yard line, but it hops into the end zone, and it's gonna be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Bishop Reedy.
Yeah, nice punt there by Thomas. Unfortunately, they needed one more hop rather, and unfortunately went into the end zone. It's gonna come out to the 20.
So again, scores real quick. Division 4, Region 14. That's West Holmes. They are trailing Van Wert 21-0 at almost halftime. Glenville up on Elyria Catholic 12-0. Here we're at 13-0 Indian Valley over Bishop Reedy, and Steubenville leads Columbus East. The winners of these 2 games will play each other next week in the regional championship, and Steubenville leads 6-0. West Holmes has scored now, so now it's 21-7 Van Wert. Snap going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Remington Myers, there is a penalty on the play, and it's going to be a false start on Bishop Reedy as Schaefer tried to throw it to a slanting receiver, and Remy Myers did a nice job of knocking it down, but all for naught as the false start will back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, it was a nice job knocking it down there. They're going to get the false start 5 and back him up, but Remy Myers, you got to remember Schaefer's 6'6". He went tall there and knocked it down.
So 5:49 to go here in the first half. Indian Valley leads 13-0. Joe Geckler, Travis McClelland, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines for Big Z Sports. Daniel Adams here tonight as well doing social media for us. Shotgun formation, turn, they're going to hand the football off to Reinhardt. Breaks out of one tackle, gets close to the 20-yard line. Stays down about the 19-yard line, going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was supposed to be ISO, right, Joe, over the right guard. Reinhardt bent it back over left guard there and just saw an opening cut back, but it's going to be 2nd down and about 10 and a half.
Got about 3.5, 4 yards back of the penalty. Now 2nd down and 11, under 5.5 to go here in the first half. Cold, frigid night, little windy. The American flag at the, the south end zone. Would that be the north end zone, standing kind of on end. Shotgun, going to hand off. And the running back, number 2, Brian Fitzsimmons, gets back to about the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit farther, a couple of yards. Going to bring up 3rd down for Bishop Reedy.
Yeah, 3rd down and a passing down here. We'll see what Schaefer can do defensively. Last possession when they threw, Bircher almost come up with the pick, Joe.
Under 5 minutes to go now. Bishop Reedy has it 3rd and 7 at their own 23-yard line. 3 receivers on the far side. A shotgun with Fitzsimmons in the backfield. Schaefer rolls, going to fire to the far sideline, and that's going to be incomplete and out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Nice pressure by Indian Valley.
Yeah, Indian Valley got pressure on there. They went to the roll left, Joe. He was trying to get outside, and the contained by the Braves wouldn't let him outside, and he went to throw it out of bounds and barely made it out of bounds, almost got intercepted.
So 4th down and 7 at their own 23-yard line. The Braves will get the football back here just before halftime. Of course, Bishop Reedy will get the football to start the second half, but still 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Indian Valley going to try to get more points on the board before the half. Colton Thomas back deep in his own territory at about the 40-yard line. Short spiraling punt. Going to take a bounce, and it's going to take a sideways bounce and then go deeper into Indian Valley territory. And now there's
late flag.
A very late flag. What are we going to have
Sideline
here?
warning?
Sideline warning on Indian Valley. But the Indian Valley Braves will have it 1st and 10. Pretty good field position.
Yeah, great field position to attack here with 4:19 to go. You can really expand on your lead, especially with Reedy getting the ball after half, Joe.
Braves will have it at 1st down at their own 43-yard line. Steubenville now leads Columbus East 12-0 in the second quarter. So Steubenville leading 12-0. Indian Valley up 13-0 here in our game. I formation. Receiver here on the near side looks like Faulkner under center as Bircher comes in motion. They're going to hand off to Gavin Henry. Off the left side. Sorry, that's Grady Kinsey into Reedy territory at about the 48-yard line. Nice run by the freshman.
Yeah, nice run. You've been seeing dive out of him there. They went off tackle left there, and he picked up good yards.
About 2nd and 1 inside Reedy territory at the 48-yard line. Colton Thomas back in at quarterback. Where's number 7? Where's one leg sleeve? The other one's bare. Kind of a trendy thing, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 receivers on the far side. Shotgun formation for Thomas. High snap. Nice job by Colton to get it. Makes one guy miss. Comes here to the 40. Breaks out of another tackle to the 35. And they're going to call a flag here. Indian Valley fans not happy with it. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be against the Indian Valley Braves. Let's see what the white hat is going to call. It's going to call a hold on Indian Valley. Going to back them up 10. Didn't catch a number, didn't see it, but the Indian Valley Braves fans not happy with that penalty as Colton Thomas did a nice job of getting upfield to get the 1st down. Head down to Shannon Thomas on the sidelines. That was right in front of you, Shannon. What did you see on the hold there?
I don't really think it was a hold. I think it was more along the lines of the defensive guy tackling the offensive lineman. He grabbed him and pulled him down, and I think it was just made it look like he was the one holding.
Gotcha. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Shotgun formation. Kinsey in the backfield with Colton Thomas. Another high snap. Colton does a nice job rolling to the far side. Looks like he's going to throw now. He's going to take off running into Reedy territory. Lowers his shoulder and gets shoved out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, maybe the 44-yard line. Nice run by Colton Thomas.
Nice patience there out of Colton Thomas. Rolling right, eyes downfield, looking for somebody open, keeping the DBs at bay, and then he decides to tuck it and run. Picked up good yardage on 1st down.
As a First Federal Community Bank 1st down for the Indian Valley Braves. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the half. 13-0 Indian Valley leads Bishop Reedy. 2 touchdown runs by Gavin Henry here tonight, one from 81 yards, one from 5 yards for the senior tailback. Shotgun formation, receiver here is Cole Stephen. Remy Myers at the end. That's Brogan Burchard. Colton Thomas takes his snap, comes here to the near side, lowers his shoulder again, and gets up to about the 40-yard line. Maybe a pickup of 4.
The Braves pulled both guards, Joe, left. The front side guard pulled left. The backside guard trapping, leading Thomas up in there and running the football hard, getting up in there to the 40. Second down and 5 with 2:28 to go.
Update from the Steubenville game. Columbus East gets on the board with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Steubenville leads 12-8 over Columbus East. I formation now as Burchard goes in motion to the far side. Receiver already over there as well. Faulkner under center, hands to Grady Kinsey, cuts to the far sideline, makes one guy miss. Gets down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Grady Kinsey with a First Federal Community Bank first down run.
Joe, that was a great run by Kinsey, but what a block up front by 60. Braden Parsons, the center, and the right guard, 62, Easton Cook. They double-teamed the nose, got him out of there, and was able to create a nice hole there for Grady Kinsey to get up in and make a large run there. Great job up front by the guard in the center.
About 1:45 to go here in the first half. Indian Valley up 13-0, shotgun formation. Oh, bad snap. Colton Thomas could not get it. He fields it, picks it up, runs here to the near sideline. Now he's going to be way back in his own territory, and that's going to be a huge loss. Is he going to fire it? Has a receiver wide open at the 10. 5, touchdown. How did Colton Thomas pull that one off to Eric Golder? Are you kidding me?
He just pulled a touchdown out of the jaws of defeat, Joe. He 360'd in the air, chucked it about 30 yards down the sideline to a wide open Golder. Touchdown, Braves.
Are you kidding me? Colton Thomas kept the play alive with his legs, made a couple guys miss, retreated 15, 20 yards back, comes to the near sideline, stops on a dime, turns and throws to Eric Golder, who's wide open at the 10, and he walks into the end zone. And now Daniel Miller on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good, and 20-0 Indian Valley on a heck of a play by Colton Thomas.
Joe, those are things you just can't coach. That wasn't drawn up. That was coached. That's just a kid making a play. Those are things you do in the backyard. What a play there by the junior quarterback. We talked about early. He's a Swiss Army knife. He's an athlete. He showed it there. Monumental play there for the Braves.
We're going to go down to Shannon Thomas on the sideline. Shannon, what an incredible, I'm going to say this, man, and you probably get mad, but your nephew, what an athlete Colton Thomas is, man.
Guys, I just had to watch the replay on my iPad because I literally thought he was going to run out of bounds, and he stopped on a dime, and he throwed it, and you can see the reaction of the coaches. They're all, like, looking, and all of a sudden they all start jumping because they see Eric Golder standing down here wide open. Nobody else seen Eric Golder but Colton. What a play that kid just made.
What a touchdown pass from Colton Thomas to Eric Golder. Oh, man, like I thought he was going to go. I mean, he was right here in front of us, almost out of bounds, turned and pivoted.
That's one of the things when you're a coach, Joe, you're saying, no, no, no. Then you're going, yes, yes, yes.
I didn't like it, but I love it now. Short
Fair
kickoff,
catch.
and Fair caught it at about the 30-yard line. And that trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer and the Adamsburg kickoff by Daniel Miller. Again, Fair caught at about the 30-yard line for Bishop Reedy. What a crazy turn of events. I thought it was going to be a sack, run out of bounds. They were going to, have to punt the football away. Wow, what a play by Colton Thomas. Heads up by Eric Golder to keep the play alive and get into an open part of the field. And Colton Thomas, what a throw.
We might see that on SportsCenter tomorrow, Joe. The 360 jump pass for about 35 on the dime to Golder for the touchdown.
So 2 receivers on the far side, shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off. Nope, it's going to be looks like a timeout on the field taken by Indian Valley. We'll take it with them, a Kaufman Realty timeout. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Special
How does
athlete.
a new career?
based on a foundation of trust and integrity. Jeff Wallach LLC is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving the greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities with experience in residential and commercial projects. The pursuit of quality workmanship and commitment to superior customer service has positioned Jeff Wallach LLC as a respected installer of seamless siding, spouting, and replacement windows and doors for more than 25 years. Turn your vision into a reality by visiting jeffwallachllc.com.
Dropped in the backfield for a loss. Indian Valley's defense too fast for a play like that.
Yeah, they got horizontal, strung it out down the line of scrimmage, and that's what you're doing as a defensive end. Landon Green did it well. You fight straight down the line of scrimmage. You don't give ground, and you let the posse come make the tackle, and Landon Green does that well.
Under a minute to go here in the first half. Indian Valley up 20-0 on Bishop Brady. They have it 2nd and 13 at their own 28-yard line. Two receivers on the far side. Shotgun going to hand off to Reinhardt again, and he is going to be dropped at about the 31-yard line to bring up third down for Bishop Brady. Under 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, a little counter action there out of Reedy, and they brought Reinhardt from the left to the right and hitting the 6-hole right over right tackle there. It's going to be 3rd down and 10, Joe.
3rd down and 10 coming up on 20 seconds to go here in the half. It looks like Bishop Reedy taking their time.
Looks like they're willing to go to half here, Joe.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go to half here, trailing 20-0. Let's see what they do here. Yeah, they're not going to run a play unless they may try to run one here at the last second. Receiver on each side of the field, shotgun. They take the snap and a handoff to their running back up here to the 35 to the 40. Oh, and he gets tripped up. Nice job there by Quake Beatty on Reinhardt, and that's going to do it for the first half of the football game as Indian Valley leads 20-0. See if Shannon Thomas can catch up with Matt Lancaster, and nope, not going to happen tonight. Matt says no on the interview going to halftime. So we are at half. Indian Valley leads 20-0 over Bishop Reedy, and we're in our first National Bank of Denison halftime report. And we're going to take a break, come back, try to get some stats and other things for you here tonight. Again, at halftime, 20-0. Indian Valley leads Bishop Reedy. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
With the colder fall weather here, that means deer are running all over roadways. If you have the misfortune of hitting a deer, the place to go is Gillen Body Shop in New Philadelphia. Gillen Body Shop and their 90-plus years of experience can get your vehicle back to you quickly and efficiently, and all repairs include a 100% lifetime guarantee. For any and all auto body work repairs to be done right the first time, get to Gillen Body Shop in New Philadelphia. Learn more about Gillen Body Shop when you find them on Facebook.
The Lehigh Inslee Insurance Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Inslee. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates from companies like Encova Insurance. Encova Insurance can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance too. Insure both of us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote, call the Lehigh Inslee Insurance Agency with locations in New Philadelphia and Yorksville.
Busy schedule? Check out Benson's Heat and Eat section with a variety of entrees and sides for you to choose from. And don't forget, Monday through Friday from 4 to 6, Benson's culinary team prepares hot, made-from-scratch dinners, complete with garden salad and bread and butter. Just call ahead to order. For daily and weekly specials, visit bensonsmc.com. Follow them on Facebook or stop into the market. Benson's Market and Catering, 207 North Worcester Avenue in Dover.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
All of the talks we've had over the years, including what you told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for talking with me and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, and to learn more about the Samson Talk to Hear You campaign, visit EmpowerTusk.com.
The Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll Counties is an agency established for the purpose of planning, funding, monitoring, and evaluating contracted mental health, alcohol, and drug treatment services. Services across 4 local agencies are available for county residents regardless of ability to pay. Mental health and physical health are connected, and taking care of both is a requirement for your well-being. Go to adamhtc.org for more information. Adams Board, supporting your journey to wellness.
Pizza Parlor 5 in Sugar Creek satisfies the hunger you have inside. Try their Parlor Sub. It's made to order with ham, pepperoni, lettuce, onions, tomatoes, banana peppers with a special blend of provolone cheese and Pizza Parlor's homemade Italian dressing on a fresh bun baked to perfection. Try their ATM pizza that has all the meats: pepperoni, sausage, ham, and bacon. Pizza Parlor 5 Sugar Creek, 330-852-4888.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck this fall.
In New Philadelphia, they have roots where others have their branches.
Welcome back to Newark High School. We are at halftime. The Indian Valley Braves lead 20-0 over the Bishop Reedy Silver Knights. Joe Geckler in our Heart Source Quality Housing mobile studios. Happy to be joined by Indian Valley Athletic Director Nick Swaldo. And wow, what a first half. Let's talk about the football game real quick. What a crazy way to end. What went through your head when you saw Colton make that play there?
I was like, throw it away. And they tried to do that, and we got a touchdown. So
yeah, absolutely.
Good play.
I was told by Shannon in the break there that that Colton was literally just throwing that ball away.
Yeah.
And he threw it down the field thinking, oh, it'll go back to the original line of scrimmage. And Eric Golder standing there wide open, catches it, and walks into the end zone. So
we'll take it.
But thanks for coming up and joining us here,
yeah.
And we'll talk some Indian Valley athletics and fall sports essentially winding down. About everything is done. Football, about the only thing left. Winter sports coming up. But talk to us about how the fall sports went for the Braves.
Yeah, I think it was pretty successful. I mean, let's start with our band. It's not a sport, but, they qualified for the state.
Awesome.
They performed last weekend, did a good job. Cross-country had a couple runners make it to the state. Xander Heil placing, being All-Ohio. And,
awesome.
Riley Raymond, and that was exciting. Our golf team, boys team qualified for the district tournament this year. So, our volleyball finished the season strong. So, Brave Sports doing a good job in the fall.
I know your middle school golf team beat my son's middle school golf team a couple times.
And my son was on that team.
Okay,
so.
all right. My son was on on the Highland team. So it's fun to watch the young kids play golf and play sports. Period. And the Indian Valley football team though. Let's talk about them a little bit here in the regional semifinals. You had a couple injuries. Sam Zerker out for the year. Didn't even play a snap this year. And then Sam Carter goes down. Tanya McClelland goes down. And you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on with our season? And all of a sudden, here you're sitting in 30 minutes away from going to the regional finals.
Yeah. So, coaches do a great job preparing all the kids, and it's always been the next mindset of next man up. And these guys have stepped up as a committee and found a way to make it happen for us, and it's exciting to watch them.
And your job as athletic director is getting really busy because fall sports, like I said, football left, you're winding that down, but you're still handling that. Girls basketball, I believe, is a week or two away to start, and then boys start the 1st of December, and you got wrestling, you've got, it's just crazy. Do you prefer winter or fall for athletic director?
It's crazy no matter what. So it's fun just to watch those kids compete,
Sure.
I spend a lot of time in the gym in the wintertime watching them and getting things ready for them so that they can go out there and do their thing and have fun. So,
how excited are you as athletic director to see what Tyrone Miller can do with this basketball program in his second season?
Yeah, I know I'm excited. I know he is excited. They've been working hard on the off season. We got some nice players coming. We're going to have a few that are going to be out because they're injured right now from football.
I think Sam's one of them.
Sam
right?
and Tanya both, but they'll be back, and hopefully have a good run in boys basketball, and Coach Simmerman with girls basketball getting her first year started, and she's been working hard preparing those girls. I think she's going to surprise some people.
Awesome. We'll talk something near and dear to your heart, wrestling. Obviously, that's starting up as well. A former wrestling coach. Talk about the wrestling team.
Yeah, so Coach Braun doing a good job getting things organized. Their first practice will be Monday, I believe. So they're just getting ready to get started. Got a lot of talented wrestlers. I mean, that's going to be a tough room to be in. So I just want to go watch practice because it's going to be tough. So it's going to be fun.
When you were a coach, did you ever get out there and just roll around with the guys?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the kids like to beat on Coach. So.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Good stuff.
Obviously, winter sports, that's going to take us up till, April, May. Then you're going to have the spring sports again. The baseball team was really good last year and got to see them play several times. And, it's a lot of good things going on at Indian Valley.
Yeah, we're excited. I've got good coaches and good kids and good parents. It's a great place to be at, and very, very excited for our kids to have that opportunity to compete.
Well, thanks for coming up and joining us here at halftime and talking some Braves athletics for us. Anything special going on? You need to give a shout-out to anybody or let us know about anything special going on in Indian Valley?
No, our people know what's going on for the most part. I know right before Thanksgiving we're doing the alumni game. The boys and girls are doing alumni game. So that'll be an exciting time to kick off the basketball season.
Awesome. First boys home basketball game is when?
December 3rd, I believe.
Ooh, that's state champ. Well, what happens if there's a football game?
We might have to move a few things.
Do you know who the opener's with?
I believe New Cumberstown.
Okay, awesome. All right, so 36 rivalry there.
Yeah, right there.
So awesome. Nick Swaldo joining us here at our halftime show, our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. Again, we are at halftime, 20-0. Indian Valley leads Bishop Brady. About 11 minutes on the clock for halftime. Of course, they get the 3 extra minutes for warm-up time, so we're still about 15 minutes away from kickoff of the second half. But we're going to take another break, come back, and maybe get some stats and talk a little bit more about this first half. Again, you're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball, we've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Fall is in the air. Winter is coming. Call the propane guys at TMK Valley Propane. We make sure your home is warm and cozy all winter long. Serving your local area, we bring you the best in service. Call today.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Tailgating season is here, so why not do it in style with a new car, truck, or SUV from Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dover. Choose a winning game plan when you bring your trade and ask about great financing options on any car, truck, or SUV on the lot. Joel and the Parkway CDJR team will help you shop and find the best deal for you. No hassle and no stress. Football season is the perfect time for a great deal, so pick a winner at Parkway Dodge Jeep Ram in Dover today. Your way, the right way. Visit ParkwayChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com and drive forward.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
The First National Bank of Denison appreciates the hard work and dedication area athletes exhibit to be the best they can be for their
at
team.
Newark High School, Indian Valley leads Bishop Brady 20-0. Joe Geckler, Travis McClelland, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines, Daniel Thomas on social media, Lydia Brady here for Claxon Communications, and big thanks to Nick Swaldo, the athletic director for Indian Valley, joining us here at our halftime. Talk about the Braves athletics, the fall, winter, and maybe even touched on spring a little bit, trying to get some warm weather coming through. And a little chilly here tonight. Wind a little windy. Kind of maybe see some snow flurries up in the lights. But it is a blustery night here in Newark. And great facility. I mean, it really is. The field, it's nice and bright. Unlike last night. It was a little dark last night.
Yeah, no, and I talked to the AD here, and they said about 3 years ago, Joe, that they had a flood that reached the gate, top of the gate at the bottom of the field. That's 4 feet over the field turf. They had a flood. Unfortunately, since they're in the floodplains, their insurance didn't cover it, so they had to pay for new turf here about 3 years ago, and so they got it about 8 years ago, put new turf in about 3 years ago. Beautiful stadium. He said it holds about 6,000. 3,000 here, 2,000 over there, 800 down on the end, and then standing room. He figures about 6,000 here, right off the highway there, and a beautiful facility here. He said Phase 2 is going to be the press box. They're going to redo this whole thing, and it'll be all brand new down here.
Yeah, that'd be a good improvement if they could do that here at Newark. I saw some pictures earlier today of the flood, and Casey Claxon actually sent it to me, and it looked like it was all the way up to the lower rung of the steps.
Yeah, that's what he said. The platform there is about 4 feet up, and the black gate was there, and that's the Licking River over there, and it had a pretty good flood to bring up there. That's and remember when we were down in Bel Air, they said that's the reason why they don't have turf is because they're in the floodplain there, and
it was right around the same time when they had that huge flood in West Lafayette.
That's correct.
If you remember.
Yeah, so, I do remember. Yeah,
a very bad storm rolled through, and it affected a lot of communities, and you can see how it affected Newark here with their football facilities. But nice facility, nice and bright. It's one thing I do like. Digital scoreboard at the far end here, but
brand new a couple weeks ago. He said.
Oh yeah, so it's a nice facility here. They'll do some more improvements and get things going here for Newark. And now Newark Catholic, where do they play at? Do they play here?
No, they play at their own stadium, and that's a whole different breed of football over there. And so they got a couple high schools down here, and it's similar to different schools where like Avon, Avon Lake in one town, they got two high schools, and so this is my first trip to Newark. I've been to a lot of steudiums, but this is my first trip here. Beautiful facility, and we're seeing a great game. 20-0
we are
Braves.
for sure. And again, scoreboard update: Steubenville just before halftime leads 28-8 now over Columbus East, so that game's getting a little bit out of hand on Columbus East, and if this game stays the way it's going to go, it may have a matchup with Steubenville Indian Valley next week for the regional championship to go to state semifinal.
It'll be a little closer for us, Joe.
Oh, yeah, you think?
So,
where do you think that game would be? Do you think they would go Philly, Dover? But Philly is where
they're
Steubenville is tonight.
You got to think Philly, Dover. You got to think Harrison Central, maybe Meadowbrook.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Meadowbrook has a nice facility down there.
Could they go to Cambridge, or would that be too?
Yeah, maybe Cambridge. Meadowbrook hosts a lot. They got a lot of money there, and put one of the former coaches that went to the NFL gave them some money down there in Byesville.
They wouldn't send it to Zanesville, would they?
I don't think they're going to send it to Zanesville. No, they tried that once and didn't work. But, you got to think, like I said, Dover, Crater Stadium, Philly, Quaker Stadium, Woody Hayes, Quaker Stadium. You got to think Harrison Central. They just put in a brand new field. Byesville. It's going to be there if both scores hold.
Yeah, for sure. So we are at halftime here of our game. Indian Valley leads 20-0 over Bishop Reedy. There's about just under 4 minutes to go, plus the extra 3 minutes. So, still some time here at halftime. But, again, a beautiful facility and a beautiful night for some football. And I'm going to try to find some other scores here, see if we can get an update from the West Holmes game as big thanks to Adam Soweski sitting at home, probably watching us in the comfy confines of his couch and probably warmer than we are.
Fire going.
Yeah, probably has a fire going, cuddling with his wife, and just watching some football on the radio, or on the live stream. But Indian Valley leads here 20-0. Steubenville's up 28-6 over Columbus East, and that's at halftime now. So. we'll see how that game goes in the second half. But then 27-14 in the second quarter for Van Wert. They are over leading West Holmes 27-14, and Glenville leads Elyria Catholic 26-7. So the winner of those two games will play each other. The winner of Steubenville, Columbus East, and Indian Valley Bishop Ready Reedy will play each other next week for a right to go to the state semifinals.
Yeah, West Holmes, the Fighting Gardeners, are clawing their way back into that game. If I remember right, they were down 21-0 there to Van Wert. And, Van Wert, if you remember, won the state title about 2 or 3 years ago on a late field goal. Won the title, so that's a blue blood program there, and hopefully West Holmes can keep clawing their way back and advance on.
Yeah, I know you were out and about today. I think Noah had a scrimmage, so
That's
you didn't
correct,
get to see
yeah.
much of the Buckeyes tonight.
I didn't.
But,
I saw a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, so they handled Indiana pretty well. Had well over 650 yards of offense. So the Buckeyes rolling into Maryland next week, and a big game up north, up in that state up north. Michigan will take on Illinois, which could be a tough test right before the game on Saturday, the 26th.
There's a football game the Saturday after Thanksgiving?
There is. There's
is
the
okay.
game with the school.
Kicks off maybe around noon?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens every
I
year.
don't think they like each other.
I don't think so. I think there's been some rough games in the past.
Yeah, and so that rivalry is something to behold, and we've both seen a bunch of those games. I was fortunate enough to see one in Ann Arbor. I've seen them in Columbus, and that's what college football is all about. It's two great programs, two great fan bases going at it, and right now I believe they're like 2 and 3 in the polls, and it should be a dandy the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
It will, and that's going to be a fun one. But let's rewind and talk a little bit about last night. We were up at Solon. The Garraway Pirates, their season came to an end, unfortunately, to a good Perry team. And the Garraway Pirates, though, think about this, man, and I was thinking about this after the game on the way home. 2 losses in the last 2 years. Regional semifinals. Yeah,
they got clipped.
That's it.
At South Range in last year. Perry got them this year, and that senior class. We talked like they're 49-6, something crazy, something to be proud of. They couldn't quite get past the Sweet 16 there, and that's a shame because they had a football team that we thought maybe could play in Canton, but so many things have to go right. You have to have luck, you have to have health, you have to have the ball bounce the right way, and you play those games on the field, not on paper. And Garraway just come up short, and unfortunately for those seniors, they're going to walk away. But with their heads held high, though, because they've done some great things. We got to see them 5 or 6 times, and
5 or 6 times this year, 5 or 6 times last year.
What a senior class there for the Pirates, and Perry, you tip your cap to them. They played a whale of a football game in the second half. They went to that Wildcat there, and that young man, number 12, he can motor a little bit, and. Unfortunately, some turnovers bit Garraway, and they had a 10-7 lead at half, and unfortunately couldn't pull it out for them. And your heart goes out to Pirate Nation because they're a whale of a program, and we're blessed with great programs in our coverage area.
We are for sure, and big thanks to the Garraway Pirates and head coach Jason Wallach for allowing us to join in on their ride the last couple of years.
Sure,
and
absolutely.
We've had a lot of fun with them, and a great senior class. And my hat's off to all that entire program as Coach West, Coach Yasik, and they do a great job, Coach Wallach and Coach Chad Wallach, of course, and losing a Wallach. Got 2 coming back, though.
Yeah,
with,
JT is going to move on to...
Jace and Wyatt come back, but JT moves on probably to play at the next level, I would imagine, small school. But we'll see what happens and see what they do. So that's going to wrap up our halftime report, and we're going to come back with the opening kickoff here of the second half. Indian Valley leads 20-0. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The First National Bank of Denison appreciates the hard work and dedication area athletes exhibit to be the best they can be for their team. We follow that same philosophy with our customers, working hard to build personal relationships and making our services convenient. The First National Bank of Denison's community involvement is important to us, and we love supporting our local schools. The First National Bank of Denison, with offices in Denison, Dover, Janate and Hutton, South Broadway, and Schunbrunn and New Philadelphia. We have our roots where others have their branches. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Phil with the Ford Parkway Quick Lane Service. When the vehicle that transports your team needs maintenance, you expect it to be done accurately and quickly so you can get back on the road. Don't get sidelined by your vehicle. When it comes to servicing your team's vehicle, let my all-star team at Parkway deliver you the winning combination to keep you on the road and safe for the long haul.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering an experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. Whether your vehicle needs routine maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook or call them at 740-561-4100.
Thomas on the sidelines, Daniel Adams on social media for us tonight, and we had a fun first half here for Indian Valley. They lead 20-0. Getting ready to start the second half. They're going to be kicking the ball off, going left to right to the Bishop Reedy Knights. They have 3 returners back. You saw them muff a kick earlier in the first half. It led to a Indian Valley touchdown. So we'll see what happens now as Indian Valley breaks the huddle, and Daniel Adams.
I'm calling the pooch kick, Joe, down here right at about the 25.
Okay, pooch kick called by Travis here by Daniel Miller. And the Adams Board pooch kick brought to you by Adams Board. Going to be fair caught at about the 32-yard line, stumbling backwards. That was number 5, Jordan Mullins. He tried to catch that and almost fell down on his backside.
Yeah, he did. Another 5 yards there, and that could have been in the danger zone for Daniel Miller, trying to get it down there around the 25, but they went for that kick again, and they had success on the muffed kickoff. Now the nose of the ball's right at the 30 for the Knights.
So the second half starts. Indian Valley leads 20-0. Shotgun formation, receiver on each side of the field. Going to turn and hand off to the tailback, lowers his shoulder, and that's going to be Reinhardt. And all dragging tacklers all the way up to the 45-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down.
Nice run there by Reinhardt. Went ISO right at him there, and he made contact 5 yards downfield and drove the other 5 yards to pick up the first down. They're in tight splits, Joe. The offensive linemen are about foot to foot.
2 receivers here on the near side. Shotgun handoff to Reinhardt off the far side. Makes the guy miss into Indian Valley territory at the 40. It's going to be a foot race to the 30. Knocked out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Another First Federal Community Bank first down for Bishop Reedy.
Yeah, they went down there, Joe, right off right tackle, and fullback lead. He bounces it outside, got around Bircher around the corner. Colton Thomas from the free safety spot comes over and knocks the pins out, gets him out of bounds.
In the hurry-up shotgun again, hand off to Reinhardt again. This time he's dropped after about a 2-yard gain up close or down close to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line.
Looked like Quake Beatty, 24, the middle linebacker there on the stop.
So second down and 9 now, 11-10 to go here in the third quarter. Indian Valley leads 20-0. Over Bishop Reedy. 2 big plays, nice runs by Kentrell Reinhardt, a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore. He's going to be a problem over the next couple of years. Kid's got some speed.
Yeah, good, nice size too.
They're going to turn and hand it off to Brian Fitzsimmons as they ran the counter.
Yeah, so what they're running there, Joe, is they run ISO, and then on the counter they run the fullback like they're going to run the ISO, bring the tailback off him to the left there and try to pick up yards.
Only reason I'm chuckling is because we know it's coming because we're sitting here next to the Indian Valley coaches who yells it out when we're trying to call it. We hear them because they're literally like a foot away from us.
Yeah, and so what they're doing is really, Reedy hasn't been very fancy. They run about 3 formations and about 7 plays in the first half and in the second quarter. They don't change it up a lot. They do what they do. They give it to you like Novocaine, Joe.
Yep. 10-15 to go here in the third quarter. 20-0 Indian Valley. Now Bishop Reedy taking a timeout. We'll take it with him. Timeout on the field, a Kaufman Realty timeout. Back after this, you're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
High School, 20-0 Indian Valley. Bishop Brady has it 3rd and 6 at the Indian Valley 23-yard line. Pistol formation, they're going to fake it. Now roll here on the bootleg. Going to find his receiver. That's going to be Reinhardt. Going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 16-yard line, and that's going to be very close, and that will be a First Federal Community Bank first down for Bishop Brady, as Reinhardt has not got up from being on the turf after he was shoved down to the turf here at Newark High School.
Yeah, they ran boot there, Joe, and they leaked him out of the backfield, and Schaefer got left, got him the football out in the flats, and he picked up nice yardage there. It's going to be a first down.
Reinhardt gets up and kind of jogs off rather quickly across. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him as he hit the turf here hard. He took a big shot as he was going out of bounds, so he'll have to sit out for a play as they stopped it for an injured player. So they're going to be without Kentrell Reinhardt, their running back.
The snow's picking up a little here in Newark, Joe.
It is. Ground's a little warm for accumulation, but still flying through the air. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers here on the near side. They're going to hand it off to the second man through, and he gets back down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Going to bring up second down for the Knights.
Yeah, that looked like Anthony Campbell there, Joe. What it is, he was lined up left, went right over right guard there, little ISO action, and picked up about a yard and a half.
9:20 to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers stacked on the far side. Shotgun back on each side of the quarterback. Schaefer turns and hands, takes a shot behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be dropped for a loss. That looked like Brian Fitzsimmons on the carry. And actually, it was Anthony Campbell, excuse me. And Quake Beatty in on the stop for the Braves.
Yeah, nice textbook tackle there by Quake Beatty. Low, wraps him up around the thighs, drives the legs, and gets him on the ground. It's going to be 3rd and short. Obviously, 4-down territory here for the Silver Knights.
3rd down and 8 at the Indian Valley 14-yard line. Trips receivers to the far side. Shotgun with Fitzsimmons is going to be a little bubble pass out to the far sidelines. Played nicely by Indian Valley. They shove him out of bounds. Well short of the line to gain for the first down. Looks like it's going to be at about the 13-yard line, maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, a little bubble screen there. Threw it out over the backfield. Number 32 for the Braves. Remy Myers made a nice play there. Didn't make the tackle, but strung it out long enough for the help to come inside out and make the stop. 4th down, they're going to go for a field goal, Joe.
They are going to go for a field goal. Going to be a 30-yard attempt from Drew Craddock, 5'9", 180-pound junior, left-footed kicker. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is almost blocked. It gets up, and it is good from 30 yards out, and the Bishop Reedy Knights are on the board, still well behind. Indian Valley leading 20-3 now with 8:26 to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the field, a Kaufman Realty timeout. We'll take it with them back after this with Big Z Sports.
Dr. Nathan Springer is in the business of making smiles, specializing in braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Dr. Springer provides smiles that can be recognized anywhere. Just look at the winning smile on some of the players. Compliments of Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics. Hey, that smile of pride on the face of mom and dad might be from Dr. Springer too. Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, in the business of making smiles, at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia.
Newark High School, 20-3 Indian Valley. The conversations we have off the air are great.
That's right. You know, Braves gave up a field goal there, but they did bow their backs and stop them from getting in the end zone, Joe.
Going to be a high end-over-end kick, sponsored by the Adams board, fielded by Colton Thomas at about the 5. He's up here to the 20, lowers his shoulder, gets up to about the 22-yard line, and that's where the Braves will take over. 1st and 10, leading 20-3. Head down to the sidelines. Welcome in Shannon Thomas, and Shannon, the defense did a nice job to hold Brady to a field goal.
Yeah, nice job there by the defense. I was shocked that they actually went for the field goal, but it is still early in the third quarter. Quake Beatty, Remy Myers, and Jackson Bircher for them linebacker spots have been laying the hits tonight, and they better keep it up for another quarter and a half.
So the Braves come out in a shotgun formation. Kinsey to the right of Colton Thomas. 2 receivers here on the near side. Colton Thomas takes a snap, runs right off the left side of that offensive line all the way up to the 25-yard line. And that's going to bring up 2nd down now. Pickup of about 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, low quarterback lead, Joe. They're trying to just out-hat him at the point of attack there. The fullback, the tailback lead up into the hole. Colton, the quarterback, follows him 3rd man through and picks up nice yards there on 1st down. It's going to be 2nd down and about 7.
2nd and 7 from their own 25-yard line. Under 8 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Indian Valley 20, Bishop Reedy 3. I formation now. Colton Thomas comes split here to the near side. Owen Faulkner under center. They turn and give to Grady Kinsey. Bounces out here to the near side to the 30. Makes the guy miss to the 35, to the 40. Finally gets knocked out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. First Federal Community Bank 1st down for the Indian Valley Braves.
Kinsey showing the wheels there, Joe. Bounced it. He was going 6-hole there. Bounced it outside the tackle. Bounced it out again. Got around the corner. Wouldn't go out of bounds. Puts his shoulder down. Gets it across the 40, almost to the 45.
Saying he went out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Kinsey's going to be a problem over the next 3 years for area teams. Only a freshman, 5'9", 165 pounds. He runs like he's about 200 pounds. 2 receivers on the far side, shotgun formation. Bircher goes in motion now, sets behind the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback ice.
Gavin Henry up the middle to the 50 inside. Bishop Reedy territory to about the 47-yard line. And that is going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank 1st down.
A little wildcat there, and that's similar to what some teams do in the jumbo package, Joe. They went fullback, tailback, then Henry behind him, and the triple lead there, ISO, out-hatting him at the point of attack, blocking linebackers, get you big yards.
1st and 10 at the Bishop Reedy 47-yard line, leading 20-3 are the Indian Valley Braves. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 here on the near side. Gavin Henry comes in motion now here on the near side. Takes the snap, does Thomas. He quarterback lead up the gut at the 45, gets shoved forward to about the 44-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 7.
Yeah, tried to bounce it outside there, and he cuts inside, stays tall. Nice pickup there on 1st down. 3 yards, all you need.
2nd down and 7 to the Silver Knights 44-yard line. 6:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Thomas at quarterback, high snap, does a nice job to hold it. Going to make something happen with his legs here. Stiffs arms the guy to the 50, going to be shoved out of bounds. Going to be a loss on the play, but Colton Thomas made a little bit out of nothing.
If you remember, that's what that highlight play for the touchdown started with, Joe. A bad snap. That's been a couple tonight, and, I don't know if it's the cold or the snow or what, but that's a couple bad snaps there on the Braves side.
We saw that last night in the Garraway game. Both teams, obviously the conditions were a little bit different with the heavy rain going on and the high snaps, the snaps over the head of the holders on the extra points and field goals, but a couple high snaps here tonight from both teams.
Yeah, and, that's
probably the cold, don't you think?
Yeah, and it throws off the timing of the play, and you get tired when your butt gets high, the center snaps it high.
2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Thomas takes a snap, looking, little bubble screen, sidearms it. Eric Golder spins out of a tackle and gets back to the 50-yard line. That's going to be a loss on the play as they try to set up a wide receiver screen to Eric Golder, the sophomore.
Little jailbreak there to the boundary here, and Reedy was up for the challenge. They flew over there and made the stop, and the Braves are going to have to punt it away.
Going to punt the football away into the wind. As you can look up in the lights here and see the snow flying a little bit. The wind is coming into Indian Valley's face, so Colton Thomas will be punting the football away into the wind. It's going to be a nice snap back. Gets it high, end over end kick. A little bit short, called for a fair catch, and he makes it at about the 30, maybe the 25-yard line. That's where Bishop Reedy and Dalton Miller has it there, 1st and 10 on the fair catch.
If you're the Braves defense, you got to have a stop here, Joe. Reedy come out, got the field goal, You just had to punt it away. You got to have a stop here. You don't want to give up any momentum up 20-3.
So coming up on 5.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bishop Brady comes out, shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield, receiver on each side of the field. Takes a snap, turns and hands. That's going to be Reinhardt off that right side and gets up close to the 30-yard line, down at the 29.
Yeah, just base blocking there out of the Reading Knights, and that was meant to go B-gap or the 4-hole. He bounced it out to the 6 and picks up good yardage there, but just simple base blocking there out of the Silver Knights, and they're just going to power the football right at you.
Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Indian Valley 20, Bishop Brady 3. Thanks so much for tuning in here on Big Z Sports on 99.9 WTUZ and on our live stream on our YouTube. The handoff going to be to Fitzsimmons right there, and that's going to bring up third down now for the Knights.
Yeah, ice again, and you know what Reedy does isn't very flashy. They only have about 2 or 3 formations. They have about 6-7 plays. They do it very well, and they're big up front. They try to wear you out. They want to play a 40-minute football game or 48 minutes.
Third down and 4 at their own 31-yard line. 2 receivers on the far side. 1 here on the near side. Shotgun with looks like Fitzsimmons in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. That's going to be a false start on the Silver Knights. Back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, back them up 5 yards. It's probably going to be a throwing down. Look for screen draw. They like that bubble early. Remember, Joe? On that bubble, watch for a double pass. Any chicanery like that.
As Casey Claxon would say, trickeration.
Trickeration?
He likes trickeration. You like chicanery. How do you spell that? Do you know?
I don't know.
You should look that up sometime.
Maybe we'll look that up.
What you chicanery?
Chicanery, yeah. Oh. It is a word.
It is a word.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not something I made up.
Only from you. Third down and 9 from their own 26-yard line. 4:15 to go, third quarter. Shotgun trips receivers. Schaefer takes a snap, getting pressure, now rolls here to the near side, fires it, and it's, takes a big shot. No flag on the play. The receiver, Dalton Miller, wanted a flag, and he got sandwiched by 2 Indian Valley defenders just as the ball arrived to him, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Wow, what a bang-bang play there on the sideline.
Yeah, he got up. He wanted a flag. No flag on the 6 official crew here, and they're going to have to punt the football away, Joe.
Last night, one of the officials was back with the referee, right? And then tonight they're not doing that. So we have Colton Thomas back in his own.
He's right there.
Yep.
They do have the 6-man crew. He's back there.
So Colton Thomas, his feet on his own 40-yard line. Snap is back, left-footed kick. Nice spiraling punt with the wind. Takes a Silver Knights bounce and goes out of bounds around the 20-yard line. So a nice punt by Drew Craddock, the left-footed punter, as it spiraled, bounced, and took a huge Silver Knights bounce.
Yeah, it did. It was a nice punt there out of the lefty, and it barely went out of bounds there, but they're going to mark it about the 21-yard line. It was pretty unfieldable there. It was a risky field there for Colton Thomas. He chose to let it go, probably wise, but it did bounce about 12, 14 yards there and went out of bounds.
Going to head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, you were right there in front of that last defensive play. 2 defenders met Miller at the when the ball arrived. Did you think they got there early?
No, I think it was just so close, like you said, a bang bang. They all got there at the same time, and that's why the ref let it go.
High formation toss here to the near side. Going to be Gavin Henry, breaks out of a tackle and gets up to about the 26-yard line. That trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer.
Pulling the guards there, Joe, on the toss sweep to Henry, trying to get the perimeter there. And a nice pickup there on first down for the Braves. You got to win first down to win this football game. The Braves did it right there.
2nd and 5 now at their own 27-yard line. 20-3, Indian Valley leads Bishop Reedy. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Thomas takes it, now rolls to the far sideline, looking to throw. Now keeps the ball, takes off running up to the 30, and he's going to step out of bounds right past the line of gain, and that's going to be a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Indian Valley Braves.
Yeah, Colton rolled left there, nobody open, wisely tucked it and picked up what he could, got out of bounds, didn't take the hit, picked up the first down, smart play.
The gain is to the 32-yard line. That's enough for a first down for Indian Valley. First down Braves at the 32.
So 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. A heads-up play by the junior quarterback, Colton Thomas, to rush just for enough and get out of bounds for the first down. Eric Golder comes split here to the near side. Receiver on the far side, that's Gavin Henry, goes in motion. They're going to fake the jet, and Colton Thomas is going to keep it and get dropped in the backfield.
Oh, breaks a tackle.
And he is going to get dropped. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, may have lost a yard.
Not very many times have you seen the a Braves ball carrier go down on just one tackle, Joe. They break tackles very well, do the Braves.
3 minutes to go here, third quarter. 20-3, Indian Valley leads Bishop Ready in the Division 4 Region 15 semifinals with a trip to the regional finals on the line next week. Probably going to be against Steubenville. They're up big at halftime over Columbus East. Two receivers here on the near side. Colton Thomas takes a snap, looking, fires it here, has a receiver, Gavin Henry at the 40. It's going to be a foot race, strike up the band, and that's going to be a touchdown. Gavin Henry from Colton Thomas, 26-3 Braves.
7-27 there, Joe. They get him on a quarter roll. He gets outside the pocket, creates a great angle there. He throws it downfield to Henry. Henry catches it, outraces the defense again, Joe, and puts it in the end zone. That's what you answer back there for the Braves.
68-yard touchdown strike from Colton Thomas to Gavin Henry. Increases the Indian Valley lead to 26-3. That's Gavin Henry's third touchdown of the day. Colton Thomas's second touchdown pass of the day. The kick by Daniel Miller up, and it is good. And now 27-3, Indian Valley leads Bishop Ready with 2:29 to go here in the third quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Make your dream home a reality with Designer Stone Company in Port Washington. They offer granite and quartz countertops, custom made to fit your home. Explore Designer's showroom to discover the possibilities for your new kitchen or bath. The Designer Stone Company is on Facebook and conveniently located on State Route 36 in Port Washington.
With Joe Geckler and Travis McClelland.
Welcome back to Newark High School, 27-3. Indian Valley leads Bishop Ready. A 68-yard touchdown strike from Colton Thomas to Gavin Henry increases the Braves lead to 24 points. Daniel Miller, the Adams board kickoff, going to be a high pooch kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 32-yard line by Mullins, and that's where Bishop Ready will start. 1st and 10, head down to the sidelines and check in with Shannon Thomas all night long down there for us. This trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. Shannon, great pitch and catch there from Colton to Gavin.
Yeah, Colton did a nice job. He rode out there, kept his eyes downfield. The defensive backs really didn't know where he was going, but he kept square to the field. Nice route right there by Gavin, cut out to the outside, caught it in stride, and never looked back.
Gavin Henry has some serious wheels, as we saw twice here today already. Schaefer takes a snap, rolling to the far sideline, being chased by a couple defenders, going to flip it out, going to be well over the head of his intended receiver and incomplete, bring up second down for Bishop Ready.
Yeah, they ran boot there, got him outside. Schaefer got outside the pocket, rolling right, and tried to float it in there with a touch pass, went out of bounds.
27-3 here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 10 now from the 32-yard line. Bishop Ready has the football. Again, 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. They have a stacked trips receivers on the far side. A little bubble screen. And we'll see what happens here as the defender the receiver gets shoved out of bounds. I don't see any flags on the play. They were standing around like there was a flag, but there is not a flag on the play, so that's going to go for a 2 or 3 yard gain for Bishop Ready.
Yeah, Brogan Bircher, 34, knocked him out of bounds there, and they went that triple stack out there, out a wide receiver there through the bubble screen. He tried to get outside, and Bircher said no.
They come out and now in a shotgun, 3rd down and about 9. They're calling it third and 10.
3rd down, 10.
3rd and 10.
The yard marker was not with this first down stick, and the side judge made him move, Joe. That was what that was all about.
2 receivers here on the near side. Shotgun, they fake it. Schaefer drops back,
That is
looking.
a hold.
And the fires over the middle, has his receiver, and it's going to be incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
I guess ball don't lie in that case, Joe. That was a 2-point takedown there on the defensive end, Landon Green.
I'm not sure how you don't call that a holding call, but hey, nonetheless, the incomplete pass, the Braves going to get the ball back.
Yeah, Reedy threw it over the middle there, and he tried to go get it and tried to make a sliding catch about the 40, and it fell incomplete. They're going to punt it away.
And the punt is punted deep, and then Colton tries to field it but goes out of bounds at around the 30-yard line, so the Braves will take over 1st and 10 around their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, the Braves really using the big play here, Joe. I think earlier in the game, Gavin Henry went 80. They had a long touchdown pass here. Golder caught one there on the 360 pass. Braves using the home run here today, scoring points.
Dino Piergolini and Sons scoreboard update. Division 4, Region 15. Steubenville leads Columbus East 38-8 in the 3rd quarter. Division 4, Region 14. Van Wert leads West Holmes 27-14. Glenville leads Elyria Catholic 34-7 at the half. Here we have 27-3 Indian Valley. Colton Thomas takes it, hands off to Gavin Henry, cuts back in and gets up to about the 36-yard line. Gavin Henry running hard with a 24-point lead.
Yeah, and you can see why the Silver Knights, Joe, only come in with 3 losses. They're a nice football team. They're big up front. They like to power the football. They got some athletes like we said earlier in the game. Reinhardt is going to be a problem for some people. They got a 6'6" quarterback. They're going to be a problem.
Looks like there is a timeout on the field for an injured player, and we will take it with them with a Kaufman Realty timeout. Back after this, you're listening to Big Z Sports.
Dino Piergolini and Sons Equipment Incorporated is your one-stop shop for all your equipment needs. Offering the option to buy, rent, sell, or trade equipment is what separates Dino Rents from everyone else. With pickup and delivery or even field service available in their service department, Dino Rents can handle repairs needed for any make or model. Dino Piergolini and Sons Equipment is located just past Midvale Speedway and can be found on Facebook or contacted at 330-364-8055. Also offering a location in Caddis to better serve you.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast, professional service to get you back on the road? This is Garrett Jacobs with AutoWorks Collision Center. We service cars, trucks, SUVs, and even semi-trucks and RVs. Whether you need auto glass replacement, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just a free estimate, AutoWorks has you covered. We even offer alignments for your heavy-duty vehicles like buses, motorhomes, and semis with our state-of-the-art Hunter alignment system. Call 330-878-4223, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Let AutoWorks of Strasburg work for you.
Indian Valley, they have Owen Faulkner under center. I formation, Kinsey at fullback, Gavin Henry at tailback. They're going to hand off to Kinsey here to the near side. Spins out of a tackle, gets shoved out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. That's going to be very close to a first down to see the mark. And it is going to be a First Federal Community Bank first down for Indian Valley.
Yeah, a little down there, right on 6-hole, right off the right tackle. His hip there, bounced it outside, did Kinsey, puts his shoulder down, picks up the first down. They're moving the ball.
Guys, we talk a lot about Kinsey and Henry and Thomas, but what a job the sophomore Owen Faulkner does when he comes in at quarterback. Just not making mistakes, helping his team out.
I formation, Faulkner under center again. Turns and hands, this time to Kinsey off the left side. Cuts out of a tackle to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. It's a foot race. He's going to win. Touchdown, Grady Kinsey from 60 yards out.
Great job there up front by the offensive line. And he hit the second level, and it was good night, Irene. Touchdown, Kinsey. He was led up in there by Gio Lopez with a great block.
Grady Kinsey turned on the wheels, shifted into overdrive, and took it into the end zone from 60 yards out. Nice run by the freshman. They are running the ball very well here tonight.
Yeah, the big play Braves tonight, Joe. They're using the home run tonight, and they're hitting it well.
Daniel Miller now on for the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good. And it is 34-3. Indian Valley leads Bishop Brady here at Newark High School. with 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Located in the rolling hills of Holmes County, Keim Home Center is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. And we are now offering appliances. At Keim, you'll find major kitchen and laundry appliance brands such as General Electric, Whirlpool, Speed Queen, and much more. Our sales and service teams can help with product selection, delivery, installation, ongoing maintenance, and repair. Give us a call or stop by today. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
With Joe Geckler and Travis McClelland.
60-yard touchdown run by Grady Kinsey just a moment ago in the extra point. It makes it 34-3 Indian Valley over Bishop Reedy. Daniel Miller gets his right foot into it for the Adams board kickoff. It's going to be fielded at about the 25-yard line, and he is going to be dropped at the 30. Big hit there by number 24, Quake Beatty. And man, he put the guy to the turf in a big way.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with Quake Brady. I was impressed when we saw them against Dover. I was impressed when I saw him against Gareway making a pile of tackles. And then here tonight, he's probably got 8, Joe. And he's a 5'8", 150-pound junior, but he lays the absolute lumber.
Big hit. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going to the fourth now. Indian Valley leads 34-3. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what your needs, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
And he's going to be inside Indian Valley territory on this simple lead play there for Reinhardt. He gets a First Federal Community Bank first down, but the Braves are leading 34-3 on a running clock.
Yeah, a little 46 down there off the edge of tackle. Colton Thomas bumps him out of bounds.
Handoff again, this time to Fitzsimmons, and he gets up to about the 45-yard line. Going to bring up second down for Bishop Reedy.
Reinhardt is an impressive athlete, Joe. He's 6'1", 190, and only a sophomore there. Only Colton's speed knocked him out of bounds. Colton really didn't take a great angle there, but his speed allowed him to bump him out.
Two receivers on the far side, shotgun formation, two backs. They're going to hand off to Reinhardt again, this time off the left side, and he gets nowhere, back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up third down.
Little counter action there, but the defensive line from the Braves buckled that offensive line and didn't allow the angle there.
Hey, guys, I just got a scoreboard update from Logan Songer. He said Wolf to Maltrich, 2-point conversion's good. West Home now trails 27-22.
Big score there, big needed score there for the West Holmes Knights. They were trailing big early, down 21-0, clawing back to try to get to next week. Shotgun, they're going to fake it, now going to throw it. Schaefer, incomplete and almost intercepted in and out of the hands of the Indian Valley defender. That was number 80.
Number 60, Braden Parsons.
Is that 60? 60 or 80? I can't even see numbers up here,
60.
Shannon. 60, Braden Parsons, the senior. That would have been a big interception for him.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and 7. Obviously, the Scarlet Knights are going to have to go for it here, Joe.
Wholesale changes coming in and off the sidelines for the Silver Knights. They're down 34-3. There's only 12 on the play clock. Three receivers here on the near side. As Schaefer takes the snap, looking, fires it here to the near side, has it, intended receiver, going to be picked off by guess who? Number 7, Colton Thomas with a big interception for the Indian Valley Braves, and they take over 1st and 10 around the 19-yard line. Colton Thomas doing a little bit of everything here tonight.
Yeah, in cover 3 there, he scrapes over the top. They have bracket coverage, the corners underneath. Colton Thomas floats over the top there, goes up and steals the football and gives the Braves the ball back here. Ball just outside the 20, knows the ball on the 21. Oh, I'm sorry, the 16.
They're calling him down at the 16-yard line. So Owen Fockler now comes back in at quarterback. Probably going to see a couple of runs here to run the clock. We are on a running clock, 9:28 to go in the football game. I formation, receiver here on the near side, Fockler under center. Turns and hands, that's going to be Grady Kinsey. Up here to the 20, got a seam to the 30. Oh, and he's tripped up, or that would have been a touchdown as he is dropped at about the 34-yard line. Grady Kinsey showing the wheels there. He got a shoestring tackle, safe 6.
Yeah, a little counter gap there. Right guard and right tackle trap, Joe. They pull this way, lead Kinsey up over there. A little counter gap out of the Braves, and they get the corner. Kinsey was a shoelace away from housing it.
Kinsey going to check out of the ball game now. Gavin Henry, Jackson Bircher, Owen Fockler, and Colton Thomas all come in. That
Hockey subs.
Yeah, it's going to be the second line coming in. Fockler going to be under center. Colton Thomas going to come split here to the near side. I formation. Bircher at fullback. And Gavin Henry at tailback. They turn and hand. Nope. Puts it on the ground. It looks like Bishop Brady has it. Let's see what happens. It is going to be Bishop Brady football as Gavin Henry put it on the turf.
Yeah, he never had it, Joe. It was a bad exchange.
The exchange between him and Fockler, not a good one. And Gavin Henry comes off shaking his head, but his team still leads 34-3.
Yeah, bad exchange there. They run counter again, pulling the right guard and right tackle, Joe. They were trapping, and they had a little play there, but unfortunately put the ball on the turf, and the Silver Knights picked the ball up.
We'll head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. That fumble happened right in front of you, Shannon. Just a bad exchange. Did we see it right up here?
Yeah, it looked like it was just a bad exchange. Gavin had his eyes up looking where it was going, and it just a bad exchange between the two of them.
Hand off to Fitzsimmons. He's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. That trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. 8 minutes to go here in the football game. Looks like the Indian Valley Braves are going to advance to the Division IV Region 15 finals next week, probably against Steubenville, who are up big on Columbus East. Two Columbus teams not faring well against East Central Ohio football.
No, and this is East Central Ohio football weather, Joe.
Yes, it is. Shotgun formation, receiver on each side of the field. Schaefer takes it, throws, and it is almost picked off again by Indian Valley.
Brogan Bircher,
rather. Breaks it up. Kentrell Reinhardt, the intended receiver. Bircher almost had another pick.
Yeah, he played with nice leverage there, Joe, and the ball was up in the air while he goes up and competes for it. It falls down to the turf.
Third down and 10 now at the Indian Valley 33-yard line. Shotgun formation, receiver on each side of the field. Two backs in the backfield with Schaefer. Schaefer takes the snap, going to quarter roll, now comes back, fires here to the near side. Has his receiver, that's Fitzsimmons, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. And that's going to be a First Federal Community Bank first down for Bishop Brady inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout on the field, Joe. The officials are talking down here.
Now, it looks like an official's timeout. We'll see what the call is. Waving the head coach, looks like sideline warning. They're giving a warning to one of the Indian Valley players for a little bit of jawing.
I wasn't sure what that was for. But
they were putting their hands together like they were talking. So the official said, hey, no more of that. Just get out here and play football, fellas. First and goal at the 10-yard line as Bishop Brady comes out. Shotgun formation, receiver on each side of the field. Two backs in the backfield. They're going to turn and hand to Fitzsimmons. Nope, that's Campbell. Anthony Campbell up the middle inside the 5 down to about the 7-yard line.
Number 50, Landon Green, come from his defensive end spot and made the tackle.
Braden Parsons.
I'm sorry, that was 60, Parsons. I can't see down there, Joe.
I know. We had our old eyes going
I guess
on
so.
up here.
I got to get the binoculars out.
You bring them. Oh, you did bring them.
I did.
I didn't see them over there.
Oh, they're camo. You can't see 'em.
camouflaged. Shotgun formation. 5:30 to go here in the game. 2 backs in the backfield and 2 wide receivers. Schaefer takes it, throws here to the near side, and it is going to be caught for a touchdown for Bishop Reedy. And they're on the board again, now 34-9. Looks like number 11, Dalton Miller, caught the jump ball in the end zone for Bishop Reedy to cut the score to 34-9.
Yeah, nice fade route there. He got leverage, worked middle of the field, faded to the back corner. Nice touch there from Caleb Schaefer for the touchdown.
Had a weird formation there on their extra point. Was that the swinging gate, as they call that?
Yeah, swinging gate, water bucket, something of that nature.
Left-footed kicker Craddock on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good. And the Bishop Reedy Knights now trail 34-10 to Indian Valley with 5:25 to go here in the football game. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
5:25 to go here in the football game. Indian Valley leads 34-10. Bishop Reedy just scored a touchdown to stop the running clock. It was running with this cold weather, going to be a high pooch kick. The Adams board kickoff is going to be fielded at about the 41-yard line. That's where Indian Valley will have it. Number 34, Brogan Bircher. So the Braves will have it now, 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, fair catch there. They're going to take the ball. They're going to run it. They're going to try to milk this clock, Joe. 5:25 to go, and I believe only 2 timeouts for Bishop Ready.
So they spotted at the 40, but he caught it at the 34. How does that work?
I'm not sure. Maybe there was a 5-yard penalty.
Something. It had to be something because I'm like, how do they spot it there? 2 receivers.
Going to have to call timeout here,
Yeah,
Joe.
they're
They're
going
not
to have
lined
to
up
call
right.
timeout. And they did get a timeout called just in time. You hear the coaches up here, get a timeout. They're not lined up. And then Coach Lancaster got a timeout just in time. And we'll keep it right here. We're going to head down to the sidelines, chat with Shannon Thomas again. And Shannon just couldn't get lined up right. A late substitution came in, and Coach Lank didn't like what he saw.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why there was a late substitution. I didn't know if somebody was over here on the sideline being attended to, so they was trying to run somebody in late. Coach let them go as long as they could, but they got there just as the clock was getting ready to expire. Coach Lang said, let's just call a timeout so we don't force a mistake here.
Hey, Shannon, I know you travel around a lot. Do you know any good eateries here in Newark?
No, I don't know any good eateries down here. I don't hang out in this area too much. I mean, if there's any Canado tacos down here around, I mean, that's not too bad. My wife introduced me to that a couple weeks ago down here at East Bay or something, and that was some pretty good stuff.
What is it called?
Canado taco.
Canado taco.
I guess they got one in Canton now, but
really,
you know, I'll just stick with my Amici's pizza right now. Ever since they went in Janate, and I've kind of been eating a lot of that.
I bet you have. I bet that sounds good right now. Actually, a little Amici's and Alan Folkert in Janaden. Congrats on his new location there in Janaden, of course, in West LA as well. Two backs in the backfield in the I formation. Faulkner turns and hands off here. That's going to be number 25, Eric Golder, comes here to the near side, lowers his shoulder and gets shoved out of bounds just past the 45-yard line, about the 46-yard line. Nice hard run by Eric Golder.
Yeah, hard run, counter gap there, pulled the right guard, right tackle, trapped him across. He bounces outside. One thing he did, though, Joe, is went out of bounds, stopped the clock. If you're Lancaster there, you want him to put your shoulder down, stay in bounds if you can.
34-10, Indian Valley leads. Bishop Brady, they're going to advance to the regional championship game next Saturday night. Friday on the mind. We've had football games on Fridays all year. Now is our first Saturday one. I formation, 2 receivers on the far side. The little pitch. Oh, they put it on the turf again. And the toss from Faulkner to Golder. Golder was able to jump on it to avoid the turnover.
Yeah, and that missed exchange there on the toss really puts them behind the 8 ball. It's going to be 3rd and 9. 2 possessions in a row where the Braves put it on the turf.
3rd down and 9, 4:51 to go here in the football game. We got to start thinking about our McInturf Realty player of the game. We'll talk about that in a break, of course.
Sure.
And see who we can get the shirt to tonight. Talk to on the air about their big win for the Indian Valley Braves coming up here in about 4.5 minutes. I formation, receiver split here to the near side. Faulkner under center, turns and hands to the first man through, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up 1 yard, and that was what number is
48,
that?
Joe.
48 for the Braves.
Looked like Gavin Garbrandt there on the tote, the sophomore.
Looks like the backups are in for Indian Valley as they are going to have it 4th down and about 8 and punt the football away. As Matt Lancaster knows the game's in hand, has the backups in. No reason to have the starters out there to risk injury. Got a big game next week.
Yeah, and you survive in advance here. They're putting the first team punt team out there, and you want to stay healthy.
So Colton Thomas back to punt the football away. High snap, but he fielded it nicely. End over end kick, going to bounce out about the 30, take an Indian Valley roll all the way down inside the 15-yard line, maybe to the 13-yard line. They're just trying to wave it. The wind's going with them. They may get an extra half an inch, but Indian Valley with a nice punt there. Colton Thomas, Bishop Brady will take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Yeah, those low line jive punts, Joe, if you don't come up and field them in the air, they're tricky. You let them roll. On this turf, they'll roll and roll and roll. They got about 12-yard extra roll there.
We talked about food with Shannon a little bit ago. That taco place sounds good. I'm really in the mood for some sushi, Trav. Are you? Can we find a sushi spot?
We might be able to find a sushi spot. I'm not familiar with Newark here. Maybe they get it out of the Licking River. I don't know.
Hey, now. 3:28 to go here in the football game. 2 receivers on the near side. Schaefer takes a snap, rolling here now to the near side, looking for his receiver, has one, and he's going to be caught. Looks like he made the catch, did the receiver. That was number 11, Dalton Miller, a nice-looking receiver for Bishop Reedy.
1st down, Joe.
And that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank 1st down for the Silver Knights.
Yeah, the 2s are in here for the Braves almost exclusively across the board on the defense.
3:15 to go here in the football game. They turn and hand. That one's going to be Fitzsimmons on the carry, and he's going to be dropped. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Can't tell by the spot. Looks like he is right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. Bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, it looked like Grady Kinsey, 22, went on the stop there for the Braves, along with a host of others.
Receiver on each side of the field. Shotgun. They're going to turn. Nope. Schaefer's going to take off, and he just slides down to avoid the big hit. A broken play there for Bishop Reedy. The quarterback, Caleb Schaefer, 6'6", 205, said, nope, I don't want no part of that hit. Just slid down, baseball slide on the turf.
Yeah, and, you backups, and you got to feel good for them here because they get in. They're playing real football here in the playoffs in Week 13. And nice stop there. They're going to be 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11 now from their own 22-yard line. 2 receivers stacked on the far side. They're going to throw a little double pass coming up here from Bishop Reedy, and it's going to be incomplete as that second pass was maybe deflected as the Indian Valley defender went after the receiver, and now the Indian Valley defender down on the field. See if he gets up. He does. He pops right back up, and that's going to be 4th down for Bishop Reedy now, with 2:06 to go here in the football game.
Yeah, 4th down and long here. They're going to go. They're going to go for it here, Joe.
Looks like they're going to go for it. Receiver on each side of the field. 2 backs in the backfield with Schaefer at quarterback. Takes a snap, looks, fires to his receiver, has it on stop route at about the 25-yard line, and that's going to be well short of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Indian Valley defense holds, and now the offense back on the field. 2 minutes to go here in the football game.
Yeah, they get to stop there. They're going to get the ball on their own 28-yard line with exactly 2 minutes to go, up 34-10.
Guys, on that double pass, Indian Valley's Landon Green was the only starter still in the game, and he read the play and was able to get a hand on it as the receiver went to try to throw it. So good play by Landon Green right there because the wide receiver was running wide open going down the sideline.
Good catch on that, Shannon. That trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. I'll try to get a scoreboard here for you real quick and see what we can find out. Nothing's really changed. Actually, 34-28 now. Van Wert leads West Holmes in the third quarter. Glenville up on Elyria Catholic 47-7 in the third. Steubenville leads Columbus East 34-8. And, of course, our score here, 34-10.
Gavin Garbrand on the tote there for the Braves. Gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Number 48.
The last minute 30. You want to do some play-by-play?
I do not.
Okay.
That's your job.
There's 19 seconds left in that West Holmes game, according to Logan Songer. So they still got a whole quarter to go yet. West Holmes is still got a big shot at this game.
West Holmes did a nice job getting back in the game. They were down 21-0. They fought back.
Victory formation, Joe.
Outscored them 28-14 since they were down 21-0. Takes a knee. Does the Indian Valley Braves. Now they're going to run the clock some more. Brings up third down now for the Braves.
Indian Valley headed into the Elite Eight, Joe.
Indian Valley Braves are going to pick up the win here tonight over Bishop Reedy, the 9 seed. The Braves come in as the 4 seed. Congratulations to those kids down there in the blue and red. They will advance to take on Steubenville next week at a site to be determined. Probably, I would imagine, Philly, Dover area, maybe Harrison Central.
I agree, Joe. I think it'll be right there. A little closer trip for us this time, and the Braves pull out the win here. Should be a dandy in the Elite Eight.
Big win for the Indian Valley Braves. We're final here, 34-10, Indian Valley over Bishop Reedy. And that's going to do it for our game here tonight. But we do have our Parkway Quick Lane postgame show coming up where we'll announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. You're listening to Big Z Sports. Again, final score, 34-10, Indian Valley over Bishop Reedy. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season.
The certified public accountants at Moore Niedenthal Incorporated believe in the value of relationships. Moore Niedenthal has been in business for over 40 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Moore Niedenthal can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the new Moore Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Fall brings cool evenings, football games, and weekend camping. Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District has the perfect way to recharge after a long week at work. A place to sit around a campfire making s'mores and relax as you watch the snapping and flickering flames dancing under the moonlight. Choose a campsite at Atwood or Tappan Lake Park for your fall weekend getaways. Camping is the perfect way to spend an evening under the stars with family and friends. Reserve your campsite now at mwcd.org.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
How does a new career in an extremely high-demand field sound to you? Well, the former Crane Carrier Company in New Philadelphia is now Battle Motors. Battle Motors is expanding rapidly for their all-new heavy-duty electric truck production. Battle Motors has immediate openings for assemblers, electrical technicians, painters, blasters, as well as numerous engineering and design positions. If you're interested in a great career opportunity, apply online at battlemotors.com/careers.
We are final here as Indian Valley advanced to the regional championship game with a 34-10 win over Bishop Reedy tonight on a cold, blustery night, but the running game did the work. Also, number 7 did some work tonight for the Braves.
Yeah, you know, I said it a couple times in the broadcast. The Braves went to the home run. They hit a grand slam, a 3-run shot, a 2-run shot, and they put points on the board in a hurry. They hit the home run. They dialed one in from 81. They dialed one in from 61, I think. Thomas did the 360, touchdown pass to Golder. Henry went on a long catch from Thomas. Really played well offensively, did the Braves.
Yeah, they had things going. The pass was working a little bit tonight for them. The running game was working. Gavin Henry broke a long one. Grady Kinsey broke a long one as well. So the running game was there tonight. And that the running game opened up the pass game, don't you think, Trev?
Yeah, Gavin Henry hit that long one early. And, that kind of loosened things up for the Braves. And, they ran. That opens up the pass. And then when you have an athlete, like 7 back there that can make plays for you in the passing game and running the football, that's just an added weapon back there. But, the skill kids for the Braves tonight, Colton Thomas, Grady Kinsey, and Gavin Henry really stepped up tonight. Kudos to the offensive line for opening up holes. Well played there by the Braves.
And we were declined an interview by Matt Lancaster after the game. He will not talk to us tonight, but we will have our McInturf Realty Player of the Game join us here in just a moment. Going to take one more break, come back, and we'll have our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Travis McClelland, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines here tonight. The Indian Valley Braves pick up the big win, 34-10 over the Bishop Reedy Knights here at Newark High School to advance to the regional championship game. And we are joined by our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, a guy that did a little bit of everything here tonight. 65 yards rushing, 94 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, an interception, and the most ridiculous play you'll ever see in a high school football game. We'll ask him about that here in a moment.
And he recovered the muff kickoff.
Yes, he did. So all over the field tonight was a Swiss Army knife for the Indian Valley Braves. Number 7, Colton Thomas, is our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Colton, congratulations, man, on a huge win tonight to get your team to the regional championship game.
Thank you, guys.
Colton, like we talked about, you were all over the field defensively. You had that big interception. Offensively at quarterback, you ran the football. You lined up at wide receiver. You punted. You covered kickoff. Talk about how fun it is just to play a multitude of positions and just help your team in any way possible.
Oh, it's great. Tonight was the most fun game I've ever played in, and just to be able to do everything to help my team's great.
Colton, the last couple of weeks you've been playing quarterback for an injured Sam Carter. He's going to miss the rest of the season. But you've been doing great things back there at quarterback. Do you prefer quarterback? Do you like receiver? Do you rather run the ball? I know you do some great things on defense as well.
I'm not really sure which one I like the best yet, but I just do whatever Coach wants me to do.
Colton, you are our Mac and Turf player of the game and well-deserved, but also we have to throw some light over to Gavin Henry and the game he had on the ground. So touch on Gavin's game, also the success of your offensive line that helped you both, plus Grady Kinsey.
Yeah, Gavin and Grady are great. Our offensive line did great. Just having so many weapons to score with and make big plays with is really what holds our team together. And our offensive line has just stepped up these last 3 games, and it's been incredible.
Colton, I want you to rewind a little bit. Think back to the crazy play. You're running around back here. You were going to lose a bunch of yards. You stop on a dime right here on the sidelines, and you just throw it down, and Eric Golder's wide open for a touchdown. Run us through that play and what was going through your head.
Yeah, the snap was high right, and then I finally got a hold of it, and I just started sprinting towards our sideline. I was just going to try to get out of bounds, and then I basically made eye contact with Coach Lank on the sideline. He was telling me to throw it out of bounds. And I turned to throw it out of bounds, and it stayed in bounds, and it ended up in Eric's hands. So we got lucky. Probably shouldn't do it again, but we'll take it.
Colton, tonight you guys seem to hit the home run. Usually you're a driving football team. You were able to hit big plays. I think Henry went 81. You had a 61-yard touchdown. You had an interception. Big plays out of the Braves tonight. How good does that feel to hit the home run tonight?
It felt great because during the regular season we had trouble finishing those big plays, and now that we're finally getting them, it's just carrying us through the game.
Awesome. Well, Colton, congratulations, man. Go celebrate with your team. Enjoy the bus ride back on 36 to Janaden, and we'll see you next Saturday night.
All right. Thank you, guys.
That's Colton Thomas joining us here as our Mac and Turf Realty player of the game. And, man, Seven did a lot of things tonight. Interception, a fumble recovery, 2 touchdown passes, a crazy play down here on the sideline.
360 jump touchdown pass.
Yeah, unbelievable for Colton Thomas as he did some awesome things tonight for the Indian Valley Braves. And in their big win here, 34-10 over Bishop Reedy.
Yeah, they hit the home run. It was a phenomenal game offensively for the Braves. They did it a multitude of ways. They ran the football well with Gavin Hendry. They ran it well with Grady Kinsey. Colton Thomas ran it well, threw it well, and of course, plays that really changed the game. The interception there by Colton Thomas covering a muff punt. The Braves did it all. They did it well, and they're going to move on to the Elite Eight.
We're going to welcome in another Indian Valley star here tonight, and one senior running back, number 27, Gavin Henry. And Gavin, congratulations, man! First on the huge win tonight, 34-10, and you had some big plays here tonight. First, that 81-yard, 82-yard touchdown run. Run us through that play.
Coach told me to hit the hole, followed my blockers up through. So. Remy come, TDA, cut back, and I was.
Did you think you were going to outrun that safety? Because he was right on your heels at about the 45-yard line, and you just like shoved it into overdrive and you took off.
Yeah, I didn't think I was getting caught, but I also didn't see how close he was to me, so.
Gavin, talk about you hit the home run tonight. I was talking to Colton about it. You went from 81. You had some long touchdowns tonight. Talk about those, but also talk about how well your offensive line played tonight, springing you guys free.
Yeah, it's all credit. The win goes to the offensive line. They played great. Reason why we all could run the ball good, me, Colton, and Grady.
Gavin, obviously, when you guys can run the ball as well as you do here, as you did tonight, as you showed tonight, how well do you think that helps your quarterback be able to look downfield for receivers when you do throw the ball?
It helps him a lot. If he could trust in our run game, then he knows he has something to back him up.
Awesome. Well, Gavin, congratulations, bud, on the win tonight, 34-10 over Bishop Reedy. You're going to get Steubenville next week at a site to be determined, to a trip for the state Final Four. Go get some rest, celebrate with your team, and we'll see you next Saturday night.
Thank you.
That's Gavin Henry joining us here on the sidelines as he talks about his win tonight for his club. Again, Colton Thomas, our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Congratulations to him. And West Holmes, scoreboard update. West Holmes just scored going for 2 to go up 3. So West Holmes has battled their way back and trying to get in to the regional finals next week.
Yeah, they're in the fourth quarter there. They took over at the 50 on a shanked punt there and got into the end zone going for 2. Didn't get it. They're up 1 with 4:30 to go. Thanks to my buddy Chuck for the updates there.
Absolutely. And we'll head down to the sidelines one final time and talk with Shannon Thomas. Shannon, your final thoughts here tonight as the Indian Valley Braves advance to the regional championship game next week.
Another great game by the Braves. All-around game. They got some penalties they got to clean up. Few mistakes that they got to get fixed next week because next week is a big battle. That's a big hill to climb next week. Defensively right now, you guys got to see it tonight. This defense is playing great right now. They're hitting hard. They're not over pursuing things. They've just done a great job getting the offense the ball back. The offense has done a great job sustaining drives, getting it into the end zone. Like tonight, like Travis said, a lot of home run balls tonight. But they did good. They had Colton had that fumble recovery on the kickoff. Then they had he had the interception. So that they're getting the turnovers all around tonight. They played a good game. I think the only bad thing was the high snap on the extra point, that they missed the extra point. Other than that, they played an all-around good game tonight in very cold conditions, windy. But congratulations to Bishop Reedy for making it this far. I know that they didn't want their season to end, but they had a great season, and we'll see what Indian Valley can do next week against Steubenville.
Well, great job as always, Shannon. We appreciate it. Guess what? We get to do another game together next week.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see if somebody will bring a crock pot full of chili with them.
I know, right? I may have a connection for something like that. I don't know. I'll have to check.
I could have used some chili tonight.
I just had my wife pack me some in a Tupperware bowl, and I'll be sitting down here on the sideline eating chili.
In your estimate, Shannon, where do you think the game will be played? Do you think Philly or Dover?
I think it's probably likely going to be Philly or Dover. I don't understand. Maybe Travis knows this. Somebody told me that the rule for neutral field site is when it goes to a neutral field, it has to go to a field where neither team has played that year. And I've never heard that rule, but I don't know if that's a rule or not. But if that's the case, Indian Valley has played at Dover. Steubenville has now played at New Philly, so does it go to Harrison Central? I believe Harrison Central is big enough to hold it now. Steubenville just wants enough people to accommodate their fans.
Yeah, that used to be a rule, Shannon, and with the shrinking of host schools and what happens there, I think they kind of bypass that rule a little bit, kind of like they do the old halfway rule. Everyone thought, it has to be halfway, but you got to understand the fewer and fewer sites that do this, and so who knows what will happen. We guessed Dover, we guessed Philly, we guessed Harrison Central. I also put out Byesville down in Meadowbrook, but here's what I do know. Next Saturday night, they're going to tee it up at 7 o'clock, and you're going to have 2 football teams go at it, and it should be a dandy.
Yeah, I think my honest opinion, I think it's going to end up at Harrison Central, which you guys will like that because they have a brand new state-of-the-art, 6-story high, 30 to 30-yard line press box. There'll be plenty of room and some heat for you guys.
I know, right? Heat and maybe a bathroom, and we're not standing out in the cold, right?
But Travis probably would like to just have it right there in Dover. That way he can just walk out of the back door.
I'll just walk to the game.
We'd be in that little cement box over there, so it'd probably be a little warmer than here, too. So,
yeah, I don't care where it's at. I'm ready for one more week of football, and hopefully it goes on to a week after that.
I would agree, man. Shannon, great job as always, man. We'll see you on Saturday night.
Thanks, guys.
That's Shannon Thomas joining us here from the sidelines one final time as Indian Valley Braves win 34-10. Trav, final thoughts, bud?
Tip of the cap to the Silver Knights there, and they fought valiantly, and they just ran into a buzzsaw tonight in the Indian Valley Braves. And, again, they hit the home run. I think they hit a grand slam, a 3-run shot. They might have hit for the cycle on the home runs there. Some highlight reel plays. And, when you come and you hit those home runs, you get turnovers, you take care of the football, you usually win the football game. The Braves did, and they're going to be a handful for the Big Red next week.
Final scoreboard here again, Indian Valley 34-10 winners. They'll take on Steubenville. They lead 34-14 late in the fourth quarter. That game essentially over, just have to run out the clock now. West Holmes, they lead 35. Nope, take that back. They now trail Van Wert. Let's see here. Nope, they were going to update that, and then kind of got, last I saw, 35-34 West Holmes over Van Wert in the fourth quarter. Glenville all over Elyria Catholic 54-7. And it looks like Van Wert did score. They lead now 40-35 in the fourth quarter. Thanks for Adam Soweski to update that for us.
Absolute barn burner there in Woody Hayes.
So, again, matchup next week, Division 4, Region 15. Finals, Indian Valley and Steubenville at a site to be determined. I'm sure Big Z Sports will be there for that game. Myself, Travis, and Shannon on the call for Big Z Sports. Big thanks to everybody here tonight. Lydia Brady for Claxon Communications and her crew doing great things. Big thanks to my man here to my left tonight, Travis McClelland. We get one more.
We get to go one more.
We get to one more. We were hoping one more, right?
We're hoping at least one more.
One more, maybe a couple more, but one more at least with Travis and I before Travis takes some time off to go enjoy his kids' football career.
Hiatus.
Yeah. So, but we'll get one more, and we'll make it a good one next week. Big thanks to everybody tuning in here tonight and all of our sponsors. Mary Alice back in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Studios, and we'll see you again next Friday night, or next Saturday night, excuse me. Again, final score, Indian Valley 34-10 for Shannon Thomas and Travis McClelland. I'm Joe Geckler saying good night, Z Country.
Thanks for listening to Big Z Sports. Today's game was presented by Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, TMK Valley Propane, Altman Hospital, Battle Motors, Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, First National Bank of Denison, Hartzler's Quality Housing, Wood Electric, Parkway Quick Lane, and Keim Home Center. Follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Thank you for listening to Big Z Sports on 99.9 WTUZ, Z Country.